This episode of the Esoteric Order of Roleplayers is brought to you in part by the generosity of our backers on Patreon. Visit patreon.com/esotericrp to find out how you can become a backer too. The Esoteric Order of Roleplayers present Prophecies of Doom, a Runequest Glorantha campaign, with David Larkins as the Game Master.
Yay.
Yes, I am. So, me personally, I'm hypothetic.
Are you? No one is allergic to you?
No.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I wonder if there are animals that are allergic to humans the way that we're allergic
There
to
probably
some.
are.
Yeah. Probably.
And we just don't notice. Like,
Yeah.
oh, look how cute it's sneezing.
Yeah.
And it's
My
like,
constant life is misery.
No, my life is hate my life.
Thank you, that too. All right.
Oh god, no.
So, yeah, Jade's going to be here in a little bit, but we'll just get into it.
Well, we have some cleanup to do anyway, right? Like spells
A
and...
little tidying up, questions, Q&A, FAQs, tips, tricks, rune
Change
hacks,
the
life hacks.
What's happening?
So much. Everything is happening. Life is happening.
Wow.
So I should just roll all these stats for each of my cats, correct?
Yeah, just go ahead and start doing that. Meantime,
Wow.
any questions?
Can I change my character?
Yes, in a private session.
And
That's
I
right.
did.
You did that
You
hell out.
did?
Well, she
hilarious.
changed
I
occupation a little bit.
modified.
Oh,
Same
okay.
same background, same family history.
You
That'd
guys
be
are
funny
still
that we start.
related,
We're about to
right?
start.
Right.
Can I change my character?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, I have
Like
a
she changed. Just
regenerated character right here.
Fuck that shimp, you rolled like garbage. I'm changing my
No.
relationship.
That's what killed my grandma.
No, we're still related, but Jade owns me. So
Yes,
Jade
that's true.
owns you?
that's a whole other thing.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yes.
Owns? You're a slave?
Yep.
Wow.
Jesus, shit got dark. When did you happen?
A
So
week
when-
ago.
Okay.
Oh, the things that happen over email.
My stars.
Like, block that out? I don't remember this being a thing.
Oh,
No.
no, it was after the fact.
I see.
This is more Bronze Age slavery, though. It's just it's more of a social status than a
It's for...
institutionalized racist hegemonic economic exploitation system.
I see.
Oh,
Oh, is that all?
Yeah. In a word.
Oh my god.
It's all one word in German.
Oh, how
There
about
she is.
that? We
So
hear
it's not
you're a
like she
slave
also
owner
has a,
now.
Okay. So,
doesn't count if you're positive about it.
That also needs to be
that's what my great-great-great-grandfather would have said. Anyway, so...
Ay, ay, ay.
Yes, enough about that.
Here's when slave ownership is okay.
Oh, yes.
You're a Praxian.
To his credit, my great-great-grandfather strenuously disagreed and was disowned. So.
Oh my god, really?
Good
It
man.
was like a you don't like slaves, get out of the
He fought for the Confederacy, but then after the war was probably like, all right, we lost, get over it. We need to start treating ex-slaves as people. And he's like, you're out of the family. So,
He's like, all right.
I rolled 3 6s. This shall be an auspicious day.
wow. Okay.
Oh my.
So yes, Sage is generating her shadow cat
My
statistics.
kitties. 2 kitties.
Let's see. Yeah, so we're just kind of settling in here. Questions, comments about the system, etc., etc. Concerns.
Slavery, I guess, is a concern.
Yeah. So we've got
I
some.
don't care about it. I'm good.
I
Yeah, as long as these two are okay with it.
I'm fine with it. I
I'm
have to.
wondering how I feel about it, actually.
I don't give a shit.
I mean, you're my cousin and you're a slave.
Yeah, how did that work out that you're a slave
You're
and
my
you're not?
cousin. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, it depends on how much you want to reveal up front versus
All
in
will be
play.
revealed eventually.
All right,
Okay.
there is a backstory to it. Yeah.
It you know.
How did I escape this?
It wasn't
Gypsies.
hard, apparently.
Yeah, but you're all running around with fox women, so
That's
yeah.
true.
The fox lady
you got your
saved
own
me.
thing going on.
Fox
Beast,
lady.
beast men attacking you and your family.
Wait, but you
Yeah.
hate Praxians.
I sure do.
Did that stay the same?
Yes.
So you're happy as a slave, but
No, I'm not happy.
No, I'm happy about having
Ah.
I think this is great.
There's gonna be
I know.
some group infighting because I hate Praxians, and then you've enslaved someone, so I'm gonna be like, what's even worse?
You're not a
Yeah.
duck, are you?
Are you
A
secretly-
Praxian
Duck
duck.
woman.
No, but she can be a bit foul.
Oh, the
Good
first
one.
duck pun of the campaign. All right.
There could be one somewhere.
So yeah, why don't we go around now that our characters are fixed in our brains? Why don't we go around and introduce ourselves, and you can reveal as much or as little as you like. So, Dave, we'll start with you.
Yes, let's start with me. Yes, I'm playing a Sartorite named Hend, and he is 21 and a merchant, and his highest skill is other language trade talk? No, it's
Yes.
bargain. His highest skill is bargain. There.
But you do.
And
Have,
trade talk.
you do have a lot of linguistics bonus points.
Oh yes.
So you're in the Isseries cult, right?
Oh yes, I am a follower of Isseries.
Which is funny. I think you're the only one here who is actually in a Orlanthi Pantheon cult, even though 4/5 of you are Sartorites. So
Womp womp.
Well, you know, there's a lot of chaos at this table. It seems like.
yes, you guys are a ragtag band of misfits.
Yeah.
As usual.
Would you want it any other way?
No. So Hend is kind of a smooth talker, would you say?
He's a sharp bargainer. I don't know about smooth talking. Let's see. Arrayed at 20 new.
Charming?
Charm at base new.
Oh wow.
Okay, all right.
Wait, you're not charming?
That's
new.
weird.
So you can
My
drive
God,
a bargain.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
his charisma is 17, which was the highest until Jade got her boon.
Yeah, but she has to activate that.
That's fair.
Yeah. That's not all the time. You're naturally charismatic.
Well, we'll see.
You're charismatic in
Well-
your sleep.
You're more charismatic than me naturally.
Yeah.
Mine is
Well,
only 15.
we'll see how much that charisma counts when you know some daggers are coming at me. My dodge is at base too.
Okay.
Charisma counts in large amounts.
Okay, just go back, go clockwise.
Go this way? Okay. Yes, good point. All right, so Renae.
My mouth is full.
You there, talk now.
Renae, my mouth is full. Alright.
My
Okay, your character's
I missed
name
lunch.
is My Mouth is Full.
Now, I'm curious, like, how did character's parents come to that and this there?
What's the origin of that name?
Right, yeah.
Oh dear.
Passed on for 10 generations.
Something
Like-
to do with. Oh, never mind. Go on.
She's also called Karia. That's her nickname.
Okay.
So,
Karia.
nickname of her mouth is full. Also started right, an assistant shaman, worshipper of Dakafal. She's
duck.
Uh-oh.
sounds like Duck.
Triggered.
What is Duck?
Oh yeah, why don't we mention our passions too? So let's press pause and go back to Hend.
Okay.
Oh my. All of our passions or just our
Just the
highest?
ones you think are most notable or worthy
see.
of mentioning.
So is
So-
it? I mean, what's the cap on that in terms of notable?
7?
80 is
80.
your.
Okay,
80's notable?
and that goes the
Oh.
same thing too for like rune affinities and stuff
Yes.
like that. Cool, good to know.
I have no notable passions.
Okay. Any you want to mention in particular?
I hate ducks.
Yes.
At
Okay,
7.
good.
Hate them.
Alright.
It's pretty close to notable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have a fox lady friend too.
And I have a fox lady friend.
Okay. All right. All right. So Renae.
Okay. So my passions. I have love of family because they saved me during the starvation
Oh,
The
yeah,
Great
yeah.
Winter.
Yeah, the Great Winter, yeah.
Yeah. Loyalty shaman is also pretty high.
Sure. Would be.
I hate lunars.
Oh, okay.
Hate those lunars.
Yeah.
I have a POW with 17,
Wow.
but my charisma is at 6.
Whoa.
So,
Oh yeah.
also
girl.
not the most friendly person.
What's Dockfall? What's that god?
Oh, Underworld.
Okay.
Judge of the Dead, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What else? Did I mention that she's heavily associated with the Rune of Darkness?
No.
Is that at 80?
Renae is,
80.
but
At
we didn't know
80.
about Karya, so.
Oh,
Rune of Darkness.
So you have
Yeah.
notable darkness
All right.
Yeah.
affiliation. All
right.
Cool.
yeah. Is that it?
I think so. Oh, you had a crystal, right? Like for storing
Special.
Oh, yes.
spirit.
Yeah,
magic
that's right. We
kinda
traded
thing.
a. Yeah.
Yeah, I got the ingot.
Oh shit, that's right. I have that necklace.
The necklace.
Oh.
Definitely gonna out charisma
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
Oh.
damn. Sounds like a
Ouch.
Challenge.
Yeah.
Infighting already.
Make it happen.
All right.
Here's my
Charisma
cousin,
off.
and she's gonna charisma challenge me.
Jesus, that's right.
You'll be popular. All right, so Jade.
All right.
Which, actually, the opposite is probably true. Because I am Puig. I am Praxian. I'm unusual for Praxian because I'm actually very harmony oriented. I am a healer for the Paps Temple, which is like the one source of order and peace in my country. And also a healer by nature. I think makes me a little more, less warrior-like. My highest passion is loyalty tribe, but I also have really high love family and loyalty to Argrath. I actually was there when he was instated as king. I was one of those who acclaimed him when the lunar people were kicked out of Pavis. Yeah.
That's the one.
Let's see, my highest skills are in first aid and ride high llama because I'm of the high llama people, which means I have a badass war llama.
Ooh.
And also spirit combat. Super high. So,
How do you spell your name?
Puik.
And it's Puig. Okay. Spirit battle, or what was it called again? Spirit
Combat.
combat.
Spirit combat.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and I am of the cult of Aretha.
I also have 95 in spirit combat. I should have mentioned that probably.
Well, you're an assistant shaman, so
Yeah. Oh, okay.
kind of goes without saying. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So we're the magic people.
That's right.
Yeah, you kind of are. Yeah. All right. Des.
Me. Oh shit. Okay. My name is Eli. I was born in Sartar to a normal family
Until
my mom, who's a huntress, ran off. I'm still not sure why. It's really painful for me to talk about. I'm a hunter and a god talker. My cult is Marangor. This is like the dark side of the earth goddess, the earth shaker. I'm an initiate. I got sold into slavery at some point when I was younger. I had gone to look for my mom in Prax, which is where I heard she was, so I went to go find her. And we reunited, but then she did some type of a deal and sold me into slavery.
bitch. How do you feel about that now?
I'm upset.
Layers.
Yeah. And
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna rate you as one of my Gears treasure and magic items.
I'm like, you're a treasure.
You're a god talker, right? That makes you a magic item.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Oh, I scored big with that sale.
So, yeah. So I was purchased, but the good thing about me, well, I do have a dog. I have a hunting animal, dog.
How does he feel about cats?
It's okay with cats.
Okay. Also, I'll mention I also have a Praxian hound.
Okay.
So,
Oh.
How does your dog feel about cats?
he's very obedient.
Okay.
I mean, around a lot of herd animals, you gotta train them to stick close.
Yeah.
Just can't go running
Any
off
dogs
or
go after
anything
my
that runs
cat.
into me.
Grab 'em.
So in my time as a slave, I've been used as a I have a very good skill of keeping dinosaurs at bay. So if people have fields and crops, I can keep the dinosaurs away from trampling their crops. So I'm pretty good at that.
That's the application of your hunting occupation, right? It's Dino
wrangling.
Whisperer.
Dino wrinkler.
I just love the idea of you standing out in this field, like alternating between talking to God and then being like, back dinosaurs, back. Someone walks by, what is that person doing?
Exactly. I am a eunuch because all male member or most male members, of the Marangor cult have to be castrated in order to
Move up the ranks.
move up the ranks,
Why?
which I intend to do. Because
It's a priestess, so it's
priestess,
normal.
yeah.
I see.
So gotta keep that under control. I was castrated at one point.
Keep that under
I was
control.
not there for that part.
No.
I had nothing to do with it.
No,
Not part of slavery.
you're a recent purchase,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
Incredibly recent.
Yeah, I've
In fact,
been-
right before this adventure.
We call it an
recent.
acquisition.
And I've been a slave for like about 10 years or so.
You think so?
really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Oh wow.
Wait,
okay.
so
How
how
ran
old
off
are
as
you?
a child.
Well, young, like an older adolescent. Went to go find my mom. And then, but in 1625 I was attacked by lunar demons. I'm still trying to shake that, so that's kind of, I don't know what that's going to do to me. Or what, that bothers me. I still get nightmares about that.
That bothers me.
I hate Praxians, I hate the Lunar Empire, I hate a lot of things.
It's understandable.
That's why I love my cult.
Yeah.
Because it actually gets shit done. And,
That's the bumper sticker. Mar and Gore, we get shit done.
Get shit done. What else? That's about it.
Yeah.
And I am related to Hend.
Yeah.
So
So you're sort of a tracker ranger kind of
Yeah.
in terms of your
Dinosaur
skill set.
keeper aware.
And dinosaur whisperer.
Cool.
Okay.
I guess it's my turn. Hello.
Hi.
I am Kabaum, which if you want to say it quickly, it sounds like kaboom, and I'm fine with that.
Nice.
Spell it for me? KABA''OOM. Kabaum.
Okay. Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I am a warrior, which is a slightly odd path for my character. Her grandfather, who survived all the battles, was a scribe. Her mom, who also survived all the battles, which is a little weird, is a entertainer. But I ended up being in, I think, most of the big battles that occurred. I was in Esrolia and Nacha, and got glory and honor from a number of the battles I was in. My one dark mark on my record, which is hard to feel bad about because I got a magic cat out of it. But my one dark mark was that I sort of got in with Herrick the Berserk and we sacked the City of Wonders. I thought we were doing the right thing. It didn't occur to me that we were not. I
was
thought
a
it was a
kid.
good time. I think I was like 15 at that point. I'd been in a bunch of battles. The battle lust was high. I was like, yeah, let's take out that city. And then I got there and sacked it and realized, shit. So,
What city is that?
the City of Wonders.
Okay.
So I really like Herrick the Berserk. I have a good relationship with him and would like to spend some more time with him, but I do feel a little bad about sacking the city. So I'm sort of on the edge about pirates. I think little good, little bad, hard to say. So then I witnessed the dragon rise and survived, which led to my very hefty fear of dragons. I witnessed Starbrow proclaimed the prince, which helped me be more loyal to Sartar. So I'm very loyal to Sartar and tribe and clan. I have love of family, although I don't have any idea where my family is, so it's funny that I love them because I don't know where they are. I hate Praxians. I'm sorry, but I do. And I have devotion to Stormbowl. I am a tank. I am super strong. I do not have great charisma. Which is sensible because as far as rune affinities go, I'm more on the side of beast and death. So I make people a little uncomfortable, and truth. So I'm not really willing to tell people what they want to hear. I have horrible social skills. Horrible.
Love it.
They're horrible.
Love you.
I'm glad someone does, because
You
most
three.
people don't.
Our little band of antisocial.
Yeah.
Entirely
Trouble.
in this city.
Well,
And you two are like way on the other end of the spectrum,
Yeah.
right?
pretty much. Hen's the only civilized one in this group.
Pretty much. He's gonna be our one social graces guy.
Go talk.
And all of my big skills are in battle and weapons, so I'm good in a fight. And I have 2 magic cats, one which I inherited from my entertainer mother, and one which I sacked from the city, and their names are Storm and Rain.
Nice.
In honor of my devotion to Storm Bull,
Yeah.
I named them after the
What color are
elements. Storm is Figlet.
Oh.
And
that's right.
right?
Yes.
And I think Professor Moriarty is going to be Rain, so that means he looks like this. Wait for it.
So Figlet is fuzzy.
Oh,
They're both
great.
kind of fluffy.
They're floofy.
Nice.
Fluffy. And they're both Bengal sized, so they're on the smaller side for shadow cats actually, because shadow cats can be as big as a jaguar size.
Whoa.
Yes, they can.
So they are, and as small as a house cat. So they're on the small
Domesticated
side
shadow
of,
cats.
right.
Yeah.
So they're on the
neat.
small side. They have great skills, and they do magic for me since I can't actually do magic, but they each have spirit magic abilities.
Wow.
So, and we can talk, and they can talk to you. So if
Nice.
you want to have a conversation with them, you can.
Huh.
Neat.
I'm going to be so thrilled by this.
Yay. And I have Smoke, who is my horse, because I am a heavy cavalry.
Yes, I believe
Nice.
heavy is what you
Yeah.
want for, yeah.
I am a heavy cavalry person.
Yeah.
Excellent. And
Oh, and
there's
my
a
cult.
Yes, cult is
My
Stormbolt.
cult is Stormbolt. We hate chaos. And I am sworn to fight chaos wherever I go, since he is my deity.
I also hate chaos.
So that might be
There's
what
something in
brings
Well,
us together.
Stormbolt and Aretha are husband and wife,
Oh.
and the parents of Waha.
Wow.
Ah! yeah.
So,
Just reminding me it's the new Falcon Force.
It's never gonna
yeah.
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 Can I have the magic thingy?
Yes.
So yes, I think that's so. Maybe that'll be how we end up being sort of friendly.
Yeah.
Is that at least we hate the same. We have a common enemy.
And I will say, for being Praxian, I pride myself on being less barbaric than the others. So,
And I'm quite barbaric.
How-
Sartar is
So
a
we
word.
went somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. Good point.
It's good.
I like it.
Yeah.
Wait, so in terms of our, so Hend and I, in terms of our family relationship, so my mother left Sartar, so my dad was left, right? And so didn't we talk about, like, the fact that maybe, like, your, one of your parents abandoned the other two?
Yeah.
And then they married or just started living together, and so that's why we were, like,
Yeah.
raised together? Alright.
Oh, and then you ran away when you were just a child.
I ran away when I was, like, a little older teen.
Yeah.
Leaving
sick
me
of this shit.
in that awkward marriage.
Yeah, that's awkward
Oh.
too.
But Eli got
Oh,
enslaved,
so you kind of abandoned your dad too.
I did. Well, I wanted to get some answers.
Oh no, it's totally understandable.
I needed answers.
Uh-huh.
I got none and I got sold into slavery, so
Yeah, well.
it goes to show that my mom did.
Mom sold you out.
She did.
Alright, so did everyone get their magic sorted? Rune spells
yet.
and spirit magic?
I did.
Oh, spirit magic, I did not.
Okay. So you get 5 points, Jade, for Aretha from the cult spirit magic list, which is here. So if it doesn't say 1 point, then it's, or if it doesn't say anything, then it's a 1 point spell. If
Okay,
it says
cool.
2 points, then it's a 2 point spell.
That's right. My dad was killed by ducks.
That's right. Oh my god. Yeah,
Well, ducks are duck people.
Duck people.
Okay, just
Yeah, he was killed by angry ducks. Yes, if you want, the ducks are technically called the Durules.
Ooh. All
Durules.
initiates start with the Ignite spell as an additional spirit magic spell, but this does not count against their 5 points.
That's right.
What's Ignite?
Create little flames.
Okay,
little
cool.
Wow.
Fires.
So if the duckmen are actually called the Durul, what's like a what's a slander for them?
Duck.
Duck and duck.
F you, ducks.
Yes, it is unclear if they were created that way. Some say that they were men who were cursed by the gods.
Oh, so they I was going to ask, do they just like wear a duck sigil of some sort, or are they actual?
They are
hybrid?
Donald Duck.
Like
Oh,
Howard.
They are Howard the Duck. They are
That's not-
anthropomorphic duck men.
I
Because
see.
I was kind of imagining the little like duck thing in Toy Story with like the big muscly man arms and just like the normal little duck head.
No.
So really great.
Yeah.
Those beaks,
not
man.
those
Those
things.
beaks.
So,
Serious business.
in assigning rune magic, I need to match it up to. I know you read me the list of what I could take, but I don't remember what they are. I just need to look at the list and match it to the runes I have and the god I have, or just the runes I have.
It's going to be based on your cult, so you can check once Jade's done with her list there.
Okay.
There's going to be a little sub list, and it says you can pick these, and you
Got
get 3 points, I believe. Yeah,
Right.
3 points.
And air
So-
elementals do have stats,
Yes, they do.
so. And I have a 75% chance of actually controlling it if I poof it into existence. Is that right?
I believe so. I believe we did say that.
When it says VAR, that's I'm sure varies. Like you can
Yes.
have as many points in it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So, like, if you have a 2-point version of the spell, it's more powerful,
Okay.
etc.
So for the rune magic, it doesn't specify that. So do I assume that all of them are 1?
No, actually, those can be different. Those can be at different levels.
And those were I had 3. Okay, so if I pick 3, then it's assuming I have 1.
Pick 3. I'll double check for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Just making sure.
What did you pick?
For the spirit magic,
Yeah.
3 in heal, and then 1 each in spirit screen and Farsi, and then I get ignite for free.
So, let's see. So you can cast up to 3 points. Great. And then Farsi. And then what was the other one?
Spirit screen.
Spirit Screen. Great. Let's see. Spirit Screen. Oh. Yeah. Okay, good. So, and then what was your rune magic?
Speak herd beasts, summon earth elemental, and dismiss earth elemental.
Okay. So, dismiss elemental, that's one of those variable ones, so you would have it at 1 point,
Okay.
probably. And then, speak herd beast. Speak with herd beast, that's 1 point. And then summon elemental would be at 1 point. So,
Okay.
you can summon a small elemental.
Okay.
And dismiss a small elemental. Alright, and then Sage, you want Storm Bowl. Okay. All right. There you go.
My only other question is, if a spirit magic attack is ranged and not touch, I can still tell the cat to cast it on another person, right? It won't necessarily cast. So the cats can cast the spells on whoever I tell them to.
Yeah, the cat, is the caster, so it's like you casting a spell except it's centered on the cat.
Ah, okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
By spirit magic, where it says charisma limit.
Yeah. Basically, we don't have to worry about that right now.
Okay. Cool. I just am like
Yeah.
Checking.
That'll come up a little later.
just checking.
Let you guys get more magic. Okay. There's also something common rune magic. This is basically rune spells you guys all know. So you don't have to write it down, but that's a little reference list there. Got 2 copies here.
You don't have to write it down. Of course you don't write it down.
Yes, indeed. All right. So, let's see. What else? What else to cover before we get into it?
Let's just get into it.
No.
All right. So there was a question about passions and what differentiates them. What was it? The difference between devotion and loyalty, right? Sage?
Yes. No. The difference. It was the difference between devotion and hate, and how those things might affect your ability to go into battle, etc.
Right. So, devotion is a personal and emotional dedication to a specific deity. Hate is hatred of a clan, tribe, individual, city, nation, or species. So, they're going to be implemented in, pretty different ways. It's essentially just, how would you describe using a passion, like in Pendragon?
It's to supplement your role playing. So if you are in a situation where you feel that emotion or passion or that touchstone is going to get triggered, or my mouth is full too, or if you would like to bolster an action that you think would be inspired by that passion, then you can use it to supplement that role.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely think of it as like the positive ones are like inspiration, like giving you extra like oomph, Yeah. Whereas like the hatred ones are like your character might make a really stupid decision because they're like driven by emotion.
I see.
I know I definitely had more than one character in Pendragon do something incredibly stupid and life-threatening because their passion was so high. It's like, nope, like he knows that the smart thing is to retreat, but he just literally can't.
Okay.
It's sort of a game mechanic expression of the adrenal system and emotions, I guess.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
Thank you. That makes much, because we keep talking about them and I'm like, yes, that makes passion, right. And then I said to Larkins, I was like, I really don't understand.
I think
Passion, yeah.
Yeah, right. I think it's hard to describe unless like you start to play it, and then you'll see how we use them too. Because it is like a mechanic that allows you to do more narrativist kind of things with your character. Versus a quantitative, like I'm making this decision based on this. You're actually rolling it based on some qualitative piece that only your character would understand.
Okay.
And sort of the big difference for everyone is that runes are also a lot like passions. So that's what that rune summary thing is for. Like, let's just take darkness as an example here.
That's not the rune summary, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it is?
It's one of them.
Smaller.
There's two.
They're both floating around.
Oh, okay.
Magic.
Oh, okay.
Right. So associations, darkness, stealth skills, listen, secrets, cold, hunger, blunt weapons, and insects. So you can invoke your darkness rune dealing with any of those things.
Okay.
So like with your staff sling, you can invoke your darkness rune to give you a bonus to lob a rock at somebody because it's a blunt weapon.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
But also
Are there ants in my food? Let me...
Yes. You never have ant invasions in your house.
No, maybe she wants ants in her food.
Or maybe
Protein, extra
maybe she wants ants on her eyes. Or like listen, you could invoke the darkness rune to give you a bonus to your listen skill.
Okay.
That kind of thing. So it works exactly like passions. It's just that you have to justify the association with the rune. So that's more quantitative than qualitative because it's like these have very specific associations. So over time you will.
I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, you will begin to internalize what these runes are associated with and go from there.
Oh right. So we didn't even see what our rune affinities. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's actually kind of going along with that. I was going to say, does that also go into like our rune affinities? So we can use that, like if we're behaving one way or the other, or trying to do something that can it also boost like?
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
So that's what it's there for, is to kind of help augment those associations.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
You can also use them, I think, as I mentioned, as a sort of personality guide. So if you're like, what would I do in this situation? I'm going to roll against this rune to see how I'm feeling. So yeah, let's do our rune affiliations. Anything that's notable or that you want to mention?
I see. So notable for Hend, he has Earth at 80, he has Harmony at 80, and he has Movement at 80.
Oh wow!
Harmony. Wow.
Isaris is big on Harmony.
Yeah.
Yes.
And movement.
And movement. Yeah. Quite. And that's the other thing is when casting rune magic, you're going to roll against the rune that's associated with your spell.
Awesome.
Yes. All right.
Oh, okay. Darkness at 80, moon 40, earth 20, and air at 10.
Okay. And any notable power runes as well?
Let's see. 75?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
notable.
Death.
Death, okay.
And man at 80.
Ah, okay, cool. Alright.
Right.
How about for Queek?
Highest for elemental affinities is fire, followed by earth. And then for power affinities, fertility, harmony, and beast.
That checks out.
Cool. Eli has for earth elemental rune affinities are earth at 65,
Sure.
and then for power has death at 75 and disorder at 85.
Death and disorder. Nice.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, disorder is about egocentric, greed, thoughtlessness, self, the ego. So,
Cheers.
but then death is all about separation, denial, ascetic
Ah.
living. So
Kind of balance each other.
Yeah, he's
Or at odds with each other.
yeah, he's grappling with some stuff, to put it mildly.
Ah. So
But
trouble.
Earth is notable because Earth rules over axes, and I have an obsidian axe, so
It also provides sensibility and stability.
because of pragmatism. Yeah.
All right.
I think I mentioned already, but notably is above 75.
It's in that neighborhood, yes.
So I have 80% in beast. I have 80% in death. And I have 80% in air
Wow.
for elementals. And then truth and harmony are reasonably high at 65.
Oh, interesting.
Figured might as well go for broke on my power runes.
Yeah. Huh, a lot of death trippers here.
Death.
Yeah.
Very dark.
I like it.
Okay.
It's chain. I have a question. Does anybody have counter magic as a spell?
I think, doesn't everybody?
Does everybody have counter magic as a spell?
Oh, for common rune magic?
No, it is not. I'm thinking of dismiss magic.
Is counter magic very helpful, or it's not that necessary?
We'll find out. I've never played this either.
Because I can assign it to one of my
it's a
kitties.
spell, okay.
It's a spell.
Yeah.
I don't know how helpful it is. That's all.
All right. So it is the year 1625.
Oh my god. No. Here we go.
1625.
And it is Earth season. Incidentally, another Pendragon influence is that it is going to be assumed that we do one adventure per season. Yeah.
Nice.
So time will pass in between adventures. That's why you have things like base income and stuff like that. You kind of figure out how you've been living your lives.
Were we going to cover that?
Yeah, I don't think we did those.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can hand
Because
that
we
out.
have like base income, standard of living.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll hand that out during your downtime. We'll get that.
You'll get some money. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we'll hook you up.
Said
We'll hook you up.
every sketchy boss ever.
Yeah, we'll pay you
Just go
later.
on the
We'll pay
adventure
you.
first.
You'll
Yeah.
get some money. It'll be fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, we just have to make an ITO.
So,
and then,
The Earth season entails what is that season?
So the Earth season is late in the year, and it is coming at a time when, basically the seasons in Glorantha are just like everything else, literal manifestations of godlike activities.
So is it like harvest and fecundity?
It is.
Okay.
It
So
is
like
indeed.
after summer but before fall, kind of?
It is fallish.
Okay.
It is fallish. There are 5 seasons in total. Earth season is right smack in the middle, but there's sea season, fire season. You might notice these corresponding to certain runes. Earth season, dark season, and storm season.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So it's Earth season.
It is Earth season.
So it's kind of a time of calm and plenty compared to fire and storm season.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Sea would be
It's
tumultuous.
It's fire season's your summer. It's warm. It's pleasant generally.
I hate that season.
Imagining you like with all your blinds drawn, like
Going outside with this broad black hat with a
Yeah.
big veil over it.
nope.
And I was just picturing your characters like Lydia from Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that one too.
That's awesome.
One of the atoms. I don't know.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Fair.
Yeah. And so, so Earth season, this is the time when the storm bowl winds blow northwards and southwards. And yeah, it's just generally getting cooler, the weather's getting a little more dreary, leaves are starting to turn, that sort of thing. Sage, you mentioned earlier you weren't sure about your family. Well, your family, you are the wanderer, you are the drifter. Your family, as with the families of 4/5 of you, belong to the Ernel Doring clan.
Right. The clear wine.
The Clearwine clan. One of the 5 founding clans of the Colomar tribe, to which you belong.
Right.
Your clan home, I guess, your home territory is east of the Starfire Ridges.
Is that on this map?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, this is a little more zoomed out, but let's see. Let's find ourselves here, and then there's Sartar. There's Clearwine.
Ah.
So that's your clan
That looks peaceful.
HQ, and this is the Starfire Ridges here that run north to south. So, and that's Duck Point, and and the Upland Marsh, which is a no bueno place to go.
No bueno.
Certain necromancers,
What's
like
no
to hang
bueno?
out there.
Dragon's Eye?
The Upland Marsh.
Oh, okay.
Certain Delecti the Necromancer makes his home there.
So what you're saying is we're going there this session.
What I'm saying is, if you want some battle practice,
Go for it. All right, east of the Starfire Bridges.
Starfire Ridges.
Ridges.
Witches?
Ridges.
Ridges.
Widgets. Okay.
Widgets.
Got it.
Got it.
Keep going. Here
Ruffles
we go.
have ridges.
Wingdings?
No.
All right, so
You don't need those stinking ridges.
Sorry, I had to.
very good.
Let's go.
All right, so yeah, your family holdings are all in and around Clearwine Fort. Clearwine, as I explained last time, is a local vintage made from grapes that are harvested when frozen.
Frozen grapes.
Frozen grapes, and the wine is always cool.
Yes.
And Zol, we iris in on a rider traversing the hilly country outside of Clearwine Fort on the back of a long-legged llama
With a second llama.
with a second llama in tow.
Pack llama?
Yeah.
Cool.
And
I'm used to looking at those asses of those llamas.
That's right.
Well, when you get tired, you can ride the second llama. It is a riding llama. I paid full money for a riding llama, not just a pack llama.
Nice.
So you
Wait.
not.
Eli has to walk until Eli is too tired to walk, and then Eli gets to ride the llama?
Well, okay,
I don't have a horse.
So this is the thing.
Let me explain how it works.
Do you even have llama riding as a skill?
No,
Yeah.
I can't. So
It
I've
might
been
be
walking.
safer for you to walk.
Yeah.
The reason I purchased Eli,
Yeah. Why'd you purchase me?
which I'm totally open about, because there's
At
nothing.
Pimper's Block, by the way. Best name for a slave market ever.
So good. My mother fought against the lunar forces in Esrolia in 1618, and she disappeared. And is not known whether she died or survived and remains lost. And so I, sort of having come of age and having come of my own, capabilities, decided to seek out and find her. And so I have purchased myself a Sardarite slave to act as my guide, to help me navigate the lands that I'm not familiar with, west of Prax, and try and find out what happened to my mother. And so you're probably going to do better tracking and navigating on foot.
True.
And if you can't really ride the llama, when you're tired you can ride the llama, but you might not want to ride the llama.
So you pay Eli or you don't pay Eli?
Eli's my slave.
I'm a slave.
That's the fundamental definition of
But
slavery.
when you said hired, I was hoping maybe we had a window for an out in terms of not actual slave, indentured
No.
servant more.
Nope.
I was like, a Sardarite, and so I bought him.
And a strapping one to
as
boot.
a slave.
Yeah.
Handsome
Be my
and
guide.
strapping. And
So-
knowledgeable.
Exactly. All
And,
things
and castrated.
Also spiritual.
Spiritual. I'm on
That
spiritual
was a
practice.
selling point. Literally selling point.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, also has mother issues. So
Also has,
you guys have
it also
We have a
looks
lot to
for,
talk
yeah,
about.
we do. We have a lot to
Yeah.
talk or not talk
You
for
came
hours.
looking for your mother. I'm looking for my mother. It's perfect.
Well, my mother sold me to slavery, so
And I bought you. Here we are.
yeah.
Are you looking for your mother now for a different reason?
No,
Okay.
I don't need to go back to that well.
You see how it turned out for you last time.
I'm sorry. The practicing people can be unpredictable.
She's not Prax.
Wow. Culturally, might as well be.
I know.
She adopted
You know, you're right. You're right.
The
You're right.
culture.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
She
did.
went native.
I'm all about harmony. I'm trying to like
Sure.
help
I know,
I
find
know.
the zen of this situation
And I'm just like,
as we're doing this long.
Right.
So
I know you're my slave, but think about the bright side.
yeah.
I buy
Oh.
your food.
Yeah.
You
Well,
sleep
thank
under
God.
my shelter.
Yes.
You have a llama available to you for riding if you are tired and your feet hurt. We have a very long journey ahead of us.
Yeah.
We offer a complimentary llama service.
For
Her
every
name
slave.
is Norbu.
So what prevents you from escaping?
What prevents me from escaping?
Yeah, do you
Well,
have
I have
like a
means.
brand or a chain on your foot?
I probably do. Yeah, how does that work? I mean,
Good question. Why don't you,
what our arrangement is, because I'm thinking that.
since our Glorantha will vary, why don't you define
Oh, Lord.
how you think that works?
Well, you're the owner, but
I would not have branded you.
Okay, I have been branded in the past though,
Ooh.
so I have past brands on
That's
my
right.
Oh wow.
various parts of my body.
We could tattoo right over that.
Yeah. So
You've got
I,
tattoos too.
I've been branded. I do have tattoos. But I'm poor. I don't have any means to really get out on my own. I just have my dog, which I have to name, and yeah, I'm not really sure what the protocol is exactly. I don't think I'd be chained. I can't ride a llama. There's only so far as I can go on foot.
Yeah.
My llama is very fast, so it could easily run you down.
Yeah, catch up with me and trample me.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you can't ride a llama, and I can talk to llamas, literally.
Literally.
So I'm sure I can use my herd beasts to help, keep you in check. But frankly, part of my whole fertility thing is I'm super generous. I'm not probably the type, nor am I into disorder and things like that. Not probably into the type of slavery that entails like chains.
right.
Plus, to say that I'm a little naive and a little idealistic would, be completely true. So having grown up pretty much in the temple packs where everyone listens to what I have to say pretty much, I'm probably pretty used to like, yeah, no, this is how it is and it's going to be totally fine.
Yeah, I mean,
I've never owned a slave before.
Right.
This is going to be totally fine.
and I think you've been around other people who have owned slaves and other slaves. So I think that there's this element there too of like, hey, I've had some pretty shitty owners in my time as a slave.
Oh.
So she seems pretty easy to get along with, to manipulate possibly, and to this is what Eli thinks. This is what I think.
No, I'm
And
sure.
so it's like, okay, as owners go, this is a pretty sweet deal.
I think
It's not
more
yeah.
than once a day.
Exactly, which is not common. So I think that overall, I'm biding my time. So we'll see how it goes. And I've been hired to do this job. Well, hired in as much as been given food and board, and it's just a difficult situation. It's awkward. For
Do you think
sure.
you're a little bit of
Yeah.
a shock still from the fact that you went on this great journey to find your mom and your mom turned around and sold you?
I think it's been about 10. It's been like it happened when I was pretty young. So like my early 20s is when, like late teens, I went to go find her, and then I was there for a couple months, and then things went south, and she sold me. So it's been about 10 years since I've been.
How
in
old are
slavery.
you?
I'm 31. I'm older than y'all. So
I was gonna say, I thought we were
Yeah.
all in our. Okay.
so I'm older. So in that sense,
I see.
it's been about 10 years that this has been my lot.
Okay.
So as owners go, Puig is not really that.
Not the worst.
No.
Can slaves be stolen?
Oh
Just
yes.
wondering.
Suppose so,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Just
I mean, technically they're goods.
yeah. Okay. This will be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Actually, that's a good question. What's the stance on slavery in the rest of Glorantha?
I don't think there's any place that's like boo slavery.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no one's gonna question it.
Not really, no.
Cool.
It's just a social status. Yeah.
This is my slave, Eli.
Yeah.
Or just this is my slave, full stop. Period.
Depends. Now, Hend.
Yes.
Oh yes, so 2 llamas are approaching.
Yeah,
Well,
I bet our dogs play.
I bet they do.
oh yeah.
My dog's pretty cool.
It's it's a gray, overcasty kind of day. The wind is the storm bowl winds are blowing. It's a little chilly, and you're in the hills a bit south of Clearwine Fort, or the pasture lands really. Perhaps visiting your fox friend,
Oh.
or would you be?
I don't know actually if they live nearby.
Okay.
I'm somewhat wide traveled, I think, so I went all the way down to the. Was I in the Hendrickland or the Hortland when I helped that one queen keep her throne?
I think the Hendrickland.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
So I think they might be a little bit far afield.
Okay.
Yeah. If anything, I'm probably just transporting goods.
Okay.
Does she
So.
communicate with you telepathically?
No, I just go visit once, during the fire season, I think.
Fire season. Excellent. I'm making notes. All right.
That I will use against you and provide some twists for you.
No, that's called Adventure Hook. All right. So, very good. So you're just returning from a.
Maybe I'm returning from the visit,
Oh,
There we go.
carrying goods back to Sartar. Or
Nice.
that's true. Actually, yeah. It's early Earth season. Very good. So, do you have any mules or anything? Any beasts of burden?
I mean, I was given riding equipment when I created my character, but I don't think I was given a horse.
Okay.
So
If you want a horse, you can go with. You can get yourself a horse.
I mean, I've got my base ride of 20,
Yeah.
which means I
It's
can
good
tell,
enough for pack horses.
I can tell it where to go.
Right.
So I probably have like a pack horse or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So you yes, you are riding up from the Southland. Excellent. And have crossed the stream, which is the local water course that flows through here. And you spot a small little group, a couple llamas, some barking dogs, person on foot.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's nothing unusual.
No, not super unusual.
Yeah.
How far away are we?
Couple
How
hundred,
close?
few hundred yards maybe.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it's just a couple of Praxians, I guess, since they're the ones that ride llamas.
So, well, I mean, they're not the only ones, but they're primarily the
Yeah.
primary
They're
llama
known.
They're
riders.
probably Praxians, but I don't hate Praxians, so I mean, I've dealt there probably before. So yeah, I mean, am I gonna overtake them?
You're going to intercept them.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
sounds good.
So I spot this.
I mean, I keep an eye out, but
So you are on horseback? You're on horse or no?
yeah, I think I'm on my pack horse.
Okay. All right.
I don't carry back too much significant or too large of a shipment from the fox women. It's really just curios that sell very well that they make.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right.
Good.
Yep.
So yeah, as you begin to draw closer to each other, you notice that person on foot looks vaguely familiar. You haven't seen them in 10 years, but since you were but a child, but you would know that rakish look anywhere.
When did you leave?
So I was like 18 or 19,
Okay.
and
So
we're
I
about
would've
10 years.
I would have been 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you would have also looked essentially like a
yeah.
grown up.
Yeah.
Do you have any new like scars or tattoos?
I have a
or-
lot of scars, a lot of tattoos. I have a mustache now.
Wow.
Yeah.
A little Van Dyke beard.
A little
I mean,
Van Dyke beard.
Would I roll something to recognize him?
Yeah, I mean, I would say men's faces change a lot from like 18 to 30 almost. Quite a bit.
Especially with all these horrific face tattoos Eli apparently has now.
No, not face
Okay.
tattoo. I'm not Mike Tyson.
Hey,
So-
you worship Mara Gore.
Well, I'm an initiate. I'm an initiate.
That's fair.
Alright, the first thing was getting rid of my junk, apparently, so.
Oh yeah, that probably
Baby
does
steps.
crazy
Baby
things
steps.
to develop.
Well,
It does.
actually,
Yeah, actually, your face would maybe
your face
be
would probably be mostly
Yeah,
the same
very
if you
much
got
the
rid of
same.
your junk.
Yeah.
I mean,
No testosterone to change your face
How do you
shape.
grow the Van Dyke?
so are you? Wait,
Alright,
what's?
you know what? Wait a
Blessing
minute.
of
Wait.
Baron Gore.
Getting away from me.
It's
Getting
glued
away
on.
from
It's
Wait,
glued
Des,
on.
what's Eli's size?
8.
Well, that can't make any sense because
God.
when you
I'm size
snip a
10.
eunuch, they
You're
become
so
enormous.
I'm tiny.
No, they don't.
They
That's only if it's prepubescent, Chris.
Okay, wait. Yeah, that's true, but wait. So, when do people get initiated into cults? Because this could be like a more recent thing for me.
When you are generally, if it's your primary cult, then it was when you came of age.
Which is when you're like 16?
18.
So that happened. Okay, so when would they castrate the members of the?
That could be any time after that because it's when you express an interest in.
So that may have happened after.
Okay.
So I look like an adult man.
Okay, all right.
Just making sure.
Yeah, you know, that's good to clarify. And so it probably happened, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay,
Yeah, so that was like my mid 20s
Okay.
or late 20s.
right. You're like, you know what? I want to go.
I'm
in.
going all the way.
I'm going all in.
Yeah,
Going all in.
yeah. So I look grown,
Okay.
but I'm a small man.
Yeah.
My
I'm
size
a
is 8.
small man.
Your size is notable.
Yeah,
Or your lack of size is notable.
yeah, I'm small.
Okay,
Sure,
so
I always have been.
Just for reference, this was the character portrait Des picked out. So
Gross.
It's excellent.
Wow.
yeah.
I think you glue your facial hair on.
I don't.
Is it llama-able?
It's not
Just
llama-able.
snipping the llamas at night.
The black llama fur.
You grew the facial hair before the cast.
I was able to grow facial hair.
Alright.
So I guess I'll
These are deep discussions.
double take maybe.
Uh-huh.
And
Wait
just
a minute.
wait, like, are your hands bound?
No.
Are you? Well, how are you attached to the rear camel?
He's not.
Or
I'm
llama?
not. I'm just walking behind.
Oh, I thought you were
I thought
like
you were in
led
front.
by
I
a
thought you
rope
were
or something.
Yeah, you're very
Well, we're on like a main road, right?
Yeah.
There's no like major. It's like we're going on the
I'm sure he's
road.
walking at a comfortable pace.
Yeah.
With my second llama keeping an eye on him.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we're just walking along.
Sounds good. Cousin.
So I would have a hard time recognizing him.
That's true, actually.
Actually, too, what language do you guys speak?
Hjortling.
What is it called again?
Hjortling.
How do we
Oh,
spell
that's
that?
right.
Like
Heortling.
Like Hjortland.
Yeah, like
Uh-huh.
Hjortland.
Mhm.
Okay.
Your people originally came up from there. so.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what we would be speaking.
Yep.
So I
Didn't
hear
put
that.
any points in that.
Oops.
Do you have anything in the trade language?
Do you guys not speak the same language?
I have trade talk and I have earth tongue.
Where's trade talk?
Trade talk would be under other language,
Speak under
which is
language.
No.
Any of it? No.
I have a little bit of that.
No, I do have a little bit.
I guess that's why you have a starter, right? To
Yeah.
to
Oh,
speak
do you speak Praxian?
Hjortling.
No.
A lot of gesturing.
You communicate with beats and
Right.
No, I'll reassess that. I should have a little bit more.
Move some points around. Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise I have a 10.
Yeah.
So you say
So
that.
What's minimum
Yeah.
that should be to like basically understand?
I'd say 20, 25.
Yeah, that's not bad. Okay.
cousin Eli.
Yeah, so so I hear like that, which I haven't heard. I mean, we're getting back into this land where
Yeah.
this is spoken,
Yeah.
so it's always kind of like, oh.
Yeah. A little rusty.
And then like, yes. Do I know you, sir?
I'm not sure if I know you. Are you Eli?
Yes.
I'm your younger cousin Hend.
So I'm looking at him for a while, and then it dawns on me that it is Hend, and I'm like, Hend, it's you.
Oh my. So yes, step down from the horse and rush to embrace my
Yeah.
cousin.
I'm
So
very confused by all.
Yeah.
So we're hugging.
This is how we greet each other in Star Wars.
We have emotions.
Get used to it.
We have emotions. So I'm like,
Very emotional people. Too emotional.
Too emotional.
So I'm clapping Hen on the back. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it's good to see you. What
What
are you doing out here?
Can I roll my love family just to sort of feel
Oh yeah.
exactly how
Alright,
momentous
I'm gonna
this
do
is
that
for me?
too. I'm gonna do that.
Oh wow, yeah,
Oh.
that's hard success.
Okay.
I think I'm weeping
Oh.
because Eli has been lost for so long.
I have.
We thought him dead.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm not crying, but
We
I'm
had you
very
declared
happy.
legally dead
Yeah.
and seized all your assets.
When you
didn't
left,
have
your
any
father just started
assets.
getting drunk and beating me. It's so good to see
Oh
you.
my god.
Yeah, that sounds like Dad. Well,
No wonder why you and your mom left.
yeah. Well, I had to leave. I had to find her, and got me into some hot water. But anyway, what are you doing out here?
Just heading back
Eli,
to Clearwater.
Who's this?
Oh God.
Awkward.
So I hear that, and it kind of like.
Oh
Well,
god.
hearing the Praxian dialect and the tongue and the regionalism really irks me.
Yeah.
'Cause I hate Praxians.
Yeah.
So when I hear, I'm like, oh, and I just say, like in the broken Prax, like any sort of family, brother, my brother. That's my owner. I was sold into slavery by my mother.
Normally we have a drink at a tavern over this.
Yeah.
And you probably would have noted the marks.
Oh, the slave
slave
marks.
man, yeah.
I think I note those now, and I'm.
The scars.
How do I feel about slavery?
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of how I feel, how do I feel about it now?
Yeah. I was all for slavery until it personally affected me.
Yeah. Now my eyes have been opened. Who is this? I mean, this is your owner. Who are you?
And I'll smile charmingly and say, hello, I am Puig.
Puig.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance in my broken chortling. Yes, my charm totally makes up for it.
Yeah.
Hortly?
Yeah, you probably have a really charming accent. You know, it's like, oh, I love to hear the way you say my name.
Do you
Courtling?
do you
Hint?
speak the trade talk?
No.
No.
She's not on the road for trade. I'm her guide.
I see.
She's looking for someone.
Is she? Well, perhaps I could lend some assistance.
That would be most appreciated, brother of Eli.
Yes.
Eli, bro.
Eli, bro.
Are we
Yes.
near anything, or are we just on the road?
You are
Approaching Clearwine.
kind of you're not too far outside of Clearwine. By the way, Dave, you mentioned a special success or so.
Hard success
Hard
on
success.
my love family.
So there are different success levels. They're a little different.
Okay.
Okay, so it's a little more like old Call of Cthulhu. So if you roll less than 1/5 of your skill of your
Okay. So
rating.
impales.
Yes,
or
exactly.
Special.
It's a special success.
Okay.
If you roll 1/20th, that's a critical. So that's usually a 0 to 1.
Yeah.
Or 0-1, I should say. But anyway, I have a little chart here. I'll print it out.
Sounds
It'll be
good.
there for reference. But
So there's no hard successes though.
right, exactly. We're back to the old ways.
Okay.
So, yeesh.
Sounds good.
So you can only get a crit on a 1?
It goes up. Like at 50, crit is a 1 to 3, for example. But a special success.
Yeah, 1/20th. Okay.
A special success is
1/5.
1/5.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I have successfully allocated 15 points to give me the minimum 25 in chortling.
Excellent.
nice.
So I can talk reasonably well.
Very good.
Don't use very big words.
Alright. Well, anyway,
All right. So
this is my life now.
this is your life now. Now,
We'll deal with it.
let me have the three of you make scan rolls.
Scan.
Scan.
Which is on the other side of the
Perception.
Under
screen.
perception.
Yep, under
Fail.
perception.
Hey, look, I
I'm
also failed.
charmed by another. I had no idea they also looked like this. Frankly,
Yeah.
I've never left practice before.
Oh, I missed by 3.
Ooh,
Damn
close.
it.
All right. So you're all carrying on to clear wine, right?
We are.
Okay. And so you continue to follow this trail through this stream veil, and are all taken a bit off guard since you all failed your scan rolls, as you crest a small rise and scatter a little murder of crows.
Uh-oh.
Yay.
Oh,
is it?
around the body.
3, actually.
3?
Around
So I
three
run to
bodies.
them.
There's 3 bodies, 2 men and 1 woman.
Oh, yeah, absolutely jump down and run to them.
They're laid out, right? Like they were positioned. They're all wearing the fleece, generally kind of fleece and wool garments of typical of herders. You know?
Oh. And a child?
No,
Oh.
2 men and a woman.
2 men. Oh, okay.
And the 2 of you who rush forward immediately can see that they died by violent means.
Oh. This bruises my tender heart.
Very sad.
You can see these 3, and you recognize them as local residents of the Clearwine area. Endak and Datha are the 2 men, and Bera is the woman.
Okay.
And
Are there any weapons around?
there are no weapons.
Did it look like it was blunt? Like they got hit on the head?
No, they were shanked. They were killed with bladed weapons of some sort. Probably spears.
Who uses spears? Duck people.
Uh-oh.
This is clearly the ducks.
Damn ducks.
As in also mine is a spear.
Damn dirty ducks.
Oh, and I guess I would look in your direction first. You know,
You didn't go with a pole lasso.
No, it does no damage. No, we've got a one-handed spear and a dagger axe.
The dagger.
That's right.
And you can see that this area bears clear indications that this was a pasture area, that some of the local cows were grazing, and the cows are nowhere to be seen.
Someone stole their cattle?
Indeed, cattle raids, of course, happen.
Right.
Usually they're not lethal though. Usually they end up with somebody
Very
dying.
strange.
Yeah. So as you are taking all this in, the woman, who is very pale from blood loss, gives a very soft little moan.
Oh!
Yeah,
First
sure.
aid that bitch right now.
All right.
Do it.
All right, who's got the best first aid? The
Mine
3 of you.
is 70.
That's
So I'm a
pretty good.
healer.
Mine is not
Oh,
so.
yeah, you are a healer.
Right.
After you. Heal away.
Although would it be more?
I mean, you could
What
just
would be-
cast heal wound.
I was gonna say, yeah, I also have heal wounds. I also have heal for spirit magic. What's stronger in terms of
Generally rune magic, I'll have to see the book.
Because I have
This book?
heal as spirit magic.
Yeah.
So how would I?
So, okay, so this gets into magic casting.
Spirit magic?
Spirit magic is pretty straightforward. You just spend the magic point of the spell, and it goes off unless it's a resisted spell.
It heals 1 point in a designated area.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something where I can supplement like a first aid roll with it.
Basically, it's each point of heal repairs 1 hit point. So you would be spending that amount of magic points. So if you're like, I want to heal 5 points, you would spend 5 magic points.
Oh.
Very straightforward.
Cool. So it's like a pool, and it's just however much I want to spend is available.
Exactly. As for heal the
Heal wound the rune magic.
heal wound the rune magic. Let's see. Very similar actually. It just converts magic points into hit points. So you spend magic points, and there you go.
Okay.
So with rune magic, you need to roll against your rune. So generally, you would want to use the spirit magic
Okay.
version, I would think.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then also like as compared to say first aid.
First aid is just your classic roll the skill. If you roll it, you heal 1d3 points of damage.
Okay.
You know.
So let's stabilize her with spear magic. Which, how often does that regenerate?
It regenerates every 24 hours.
Okay.
Fully.
Well, the woman is near death. And I am notable for my generosity, so I'm going to use all 5 to try and save her.
Okay, sure. All right.
Stabilize her.
So yeah, you just kneel beside her, and essentially, it's spirit magic. So what you're doing is actually calling on healing spirits to come and stitch her up, essentially. And
Ghost surgery.
surgery, exactly. And so you do so, and she, sort of takes a deep breath, and her eyes flutter open, and she looks up at you, and she looks very surprised,
Yeah, I probably look not like her neighbors.
No. She just says, "What happened? Where am I?" Oh, and then she's kind of like patting where the wound was, which is even now kind of knitting together.
I'm gonna stroke her hair and tell her just rest, everything will be fine.
I'll go up to her since I know her and she might know me. Bera, that's her name, right?
Yes.
Okay. You were attacked. Who attacked you?
All right. So she Hend. Oh, it was the Grey Dog clan.
The Grey Dogs.
Those fuckers.
It was those assholes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was Danikos. I recognized him.
Danikos.
Do we know who that is?
You can make a local lore roll
Local.
or area knowledge, area
I'm
lore.
assuming that's not going to count for me, right?
Right.
Cool.
Ah, yes, area lore. Of which
Area
I have
lore.
20.
Where is that?
It's underneath knowledge.
Right at the top.
I failed by 6.
I don't have any.
So close.
Me.
This list is kind of nuts.
So yes, I don't know who that is. Do I know where the Grey Dogs live?
Yeah, they live on the other side of the Starfire Ridges.
Okay, so towards Duck Point.
More like kind of like you would have to go around the ridges and then turn north.
Okay, so at
Always come back to the ducks.
Runegate.
Ducks every time.
Do they live at Runegate?
South of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So close by.
Close by. They're part of the Lismelder tribe. Longtime rivals to the Kalimar tribe. And the Grey Dogs contest ownership of the Starfire Ridge with the clans of the Kalimar tribe.
Because of course they do.
And yeah.
So you're helpfully orating this knowledge so that I
actually don't know any of this. I failed my area lore.
Oh no, that's common knowledge. That you do know.
Alright.
You were just curious about Danikos, and you don't know who this Danikos
Okay.
is.
Well then, yes, I will be relaying this to. Yeah.
you're out loud. Oh yeah.
Out loud musing. Yes. The Grey Dogs. Yes, they live
of course.
across the ridge. If you sweep around and then go to the north, just south of Runegate. Yes, that's where they. Why am I talking to myself?
Eli,
Listening.
you can make a track roll, Mr.
Yeah.
Tracker.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Now's my chance to shine. No.
Rolled an 80. Rolled an 80.
No.
Not happening.
No.
No.
All right.
This is frustrating. I'm just trying to see if anything could have bolstered that, I guess.
Yes, of course. So that's an excellent
Loyalty
point.
to my clan.
Loyalty.
So-
Exactly. So since we're learning, you
Yeah.
can back that up if you want.
So I can add how much to my...
Well, you're going to roll against your loyalty
Okay.
passion.
I don't make.
You don't make it.
Okay, screw you dice.
Do rune
I'm going
affinities
away
help
right
with
now.
things that are related to like movement? So like if you had the power rune or whatever, would that help you?
Yeah, the movement rune, I would argue, could be used to augment a track roll.
Can you use that like you use your passions as like a bolster?
Mm-hmm.
Movement? I do have movement.
Okay.
Okay, I make that. I think that was a special
Okay.
success.
Great.
Which is at 1/5 or 1/3?
It's
1/5.
1/5.
So go ahead and check that rune.
Okay.
All right.
First check.
So although you do not feel quite understandably, you do not feel moved by your loyalty
No.
to this tribe because you have not been home in 10 years.
Right.
You actually feel the rune tattoo of the movement rune tingle a little bit.
Right.
You know. So so if you fail, you have a -10, but then if you have a special success, you have a +30. So your net is +20 to your
20.
track skill.
Wait, the -10 was because I failed my clan roll?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. So
All right.
plus
so
20,
+20 to my scan, which is 40, so 60.
60.
I rolled an 86. I already am not.
Nonetheless,
too
now
happy
we
about
see
this.
how augments work.
Okay.
And so you can double stack.
Generally, yes. Yeah. If in applicable cases, I don't see
Not
why
happy.
No aging roll.
No aging roll.
Oh, yay.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright, well, I feel it tingling, but I just
So-
faint.
The lay of the land.
You can infer from that feeling of the rune tickling you that yeah, this has something to do with, well, of course, the cattle raid.
Yeah.
The cattle are on the move, basically.
Yeah, so I can feel that.
Yes.
Yeah. So they're moving around.
Yes. So I'm assuming you all want to take Barra back to Clearwine
Oh, yes.
Fort.
Yes.
Well, these
She's
other
on my
two
own
need to
llama.
be. The other two need to be tended to.
Are they dead?
They do.
Yeah.
They are
They'll be
dead.
buried.
So they'll need to be tended to by somebody who
We need to find
We can
someone.
usher them into the
is
underworld.
very good at ushering people into underworlds.
Yes.
Yes.
Only
So we
had a
need
shaman.
we need to do that. So how do we?
So we should fashion some sort of litter, I guess, to carry the bodies.
You
Or
could
can
do
we
that.
bring them out or
yeah.
bring her
Or
out?
you could bring her out. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if we're bringing Barrett back, we might as well see if there's some way that we can bring these two as well.
Sure.
I mean, I do have an extra llama, so we could throw them over one llama,
Oh,
and I
Throw
can
one
have
over my
Vera
pack
up
horse.
on my llama. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I can fit the other one over my pack horse. Yeah.
One invalid/dead person per animal.
I'm glad I'm walking.
All
We're
right.
all walking. We're all
So
walking, Eli. We can
We
get
have a
to.
sort of hearse, though.
We
just
can
for
catch
people.
up while we walk.
Yeah.
A sort of hearse.
Right.
Sort of hearse, yeah.
It's a hearse caravan.
Sort of.
Hersavan?
Alright, so we're gonna head into town.
all right. So speaking of Clearwine Fort, for Kabaum, you also have had a recent homecoming, I would think. Yes, returning home after some time away fighting with various mercenaries and pirates and so forth.
Yes. Well, kids will be kids after all.
Mm-hmm. So how's that been going for you? Has your family been welcoming to you?
Yes, my mom and grandfather were both. Well, my grandfather was present at battles. My mom actually fought in a number of battles, so I think she has some sadness that I did not follow in her footsteps, but also some pride that I've become a great warrior with glory and
Nice.
honor. So mostly a good homecoming. I have to say I'm a little bored though. These social niceties that I'm constantly beset by while I'm here are just weighing on me, and I long for the road. Me and my cats are getting feisty, sitting around doing nothing.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, you are at this time, just assisting with the general guard duty, protection of the fort. So this is a big palisaded fortress village, and you're up on one of the towers, looking out over the surrounding lands. Of course, you're situated on a nice high hill.
That's cool.
And yes, the wind's dramatically
Yes.
blowing your hair.
Hair, right?
I do have hair.
Okay.
I was a little confused about the gender thing. I think what I'm going to say is that I am biologically female, but she's not particularly
You're
feminine.
right. The gender is the female and a male role.
Right. So I
gender.
think she's that
Yeah.
for the most part. So I do have quite long hair, but I'm bored. I like the wind blowing, but I'm like
Yeah.
throwing shit in the air for my cats to practice catching. Nothing ever happens here, my god.
There's a reason I left.
No sooner have you thought that when you see a small caravan
Plateau.
making its way towards the fort, consisting of 2 llamas and a pack horse, And
I hate Praxians. So I'm like, fuck yes, it's fight time.
and 3 individuals leading said animals
Do
along.
I recognize him since we both live in this village?
Yes, you do recognize Hand from before he left for the trade season journey.
Would she remember? Would they remember me?
I
having
mean,
been
that's a
from there.
possibility. You probably would have known Eli as well as a youngster.
Like a little bit. Well, where were you for the most of our well, no, because Eli's 10 years older than me. And you left when you were how old?
18, 19.
And I was off battling from the time I was like 11 to
Oh,
the
okay.
time I was
Okay.
Okay, so
So-
Eli did leave before you left then.
like, right.
Yeah.
So I might not know. I mean, maybe I've heard of Eli or seen do we have pictures in this day and age? Is there
I don't think so.
No.
There's
somewhere?
verbal
I
pictures.
mean,
those are only passed around, but in our family about
Right.
that.
Eli's dad gets a little too drunk and starts lamenting about.
Eli.
His runaway
What's the
son,
name? What's
right?
my mother's name? I didn't name her.
well,
I
You know,
don't
that's
speak
what I
her
was like
name.
furiously scrolling through. I'm like, what do I name her? What do I name her? Shit. All the Praxian names. I'm like, what do I name her?
mental note: name, dog, and mother.
Yeah,
I did
exactly.
and the llamas.
Yeah. All right. So we are cresting this hill. We are getting
Yes.
closer to town.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a question. Do
Yes.
horses have spirits still
Yes.
around? Okay.
Oh, they can. They can.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it's an issue. It's a thing.
Oh,
That
okay.
you want to.
It's a problem.
That's what you're
It's a-
helping Usher?
It's a very real problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I thought.
you're showing the spirit the path to the underworld if it doesn't find it itself.
Yeah, it's got to
So-
go to the other plane.
Yeah,
Does it mean that ghosts are like a
ghosts are a problem.
Okay.
Yeah,
They haunt and
yeah.
cause all kinds
If
of
Those are
trouble.
always
spirit
a
magic
problem.
is magic done by spirits, or can you hate spirits, or is that not a passion you can have?
I think you could hate spirits.
So
sure.
if you hated spirits, you would not be able to cast spirit magic, probably.
I probably not.
Unless
no.
you're like, you fucking go show up and help me now. Okay.
Yes. So yeah, you Kabaum are right next to a little brass bell. If you want to ring it.
If I ring it, then everyone else will show up, and I don't get the glory. I don't need anybody. It's ridiculous. I'm just gonna go down there.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell my cats to stand guard on the wall. Ostensibly, they could probably ring a bell if they had to.
That's
too,
true.
'cause
They're
so-
just bad at it.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're like, cats, stand guard
They're
on my
tempted to.
signal. You will ring the bell, or you will come to me. Good? Yeah.
Good.
Do they actually talk?
Yeah, they do.
To anybody, you can
So
talk
they
to them
said
if you want.
good to you?
Yeah.
You're playing the cats?
Yeah.
So remember, there's storm and rain. I think storm is a little bit more
right.
than rain is.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave them up there on guard, and no, I'll take Rain with me. So I'll put Rain on my. I've trained them to ride on my
Oh.
shoulders.
Of course.
So I'll put Rain on my shoulder, and I'll leave Storm on the wall.
massive shoulders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm 18 size, so
I love it. Oh my god.
Big go.
Wow.
Fit like
Yeah.
5 more cats up there.
Someday maybe I'll have a whole herd of
You can carry 2 of this guy.
magic cats.
I love it.
Da, 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 da.
Alright. Down she goes.
Yep.
Hail, approachers! What have you?
So yeah, you see this like massive stacked Amazon coming out of the.
Giant ponytail, and I have a scar like this.
Oh my god.
Do you? On the face?
Yeah. It's on my.
Maybe that's how we're friends. We're
Oh yeah.
face scars for
Yes.
life.
Uh-huh.
We have a club actually, the Facial Scar Club.
Oh, good.
Oh yeah.
So I'm completely impressed with her.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's impressive.
Yeah. I mean, you're size 8,
I'm
right?
8, so it's like,
like towering over you.
Oh, tiny champion.
So less than half her size.
yeah.
Wow.
It's just like, holy shit. See, that's like my cult. I mean, it's like this destroyer woman
Right.
you know, energy.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Maybe that's the
So-
first thought that crosses.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, this is a good sign.
She's a
This is a good sign.
personification of Mara Gore.
Yeah. So this is a good sign.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
All you need is to be a
Happy.
redhead to simulate the volcanic.
Mhm.
Like, yeah.
What is the coloration of Sartarian?
There are a lot of redheads actually, and yeah, I can grab.
Like
something
the
here.
Gerudos from Zelda?
Less swarthy.
Less.
Well, I'm not.
That's fair.
True. You got a good tan
I
going.
think I'm basically a Gerudo warrior.
Okay.
Go with that.
so I'm
yes, I
impressed.
read
I'm
it.
impressed with this person. Yeah, and where we show up, right? We're there.
You're there. You're there.
And I have my battle axe and all of my various weapons.
So so this woman has come out to obviously challenge you.
I'm going to smile in the most charming smile ever. And so we have an injured woman who is in need of aid.
In what language have you said this?
Fjordling.
In what language have you said this?
Fjordling. I'm sensible enough. I would have spoken in the language of the land. but I
I'm
don't
very
know.
suspicious. I hate your kind. So I'm gonna sort of squint at you and then turn to
Hi, Kaba.
what?
Hello, Kaba.
Oh,
Oh, I
So
didn't see you back
nonplussed,
there.
just like,
and what's going on here? And I told you it's Kabaum. It's Kabaum.
I don't go in for this nickname bullshit.
Complicated.
Well, explain the complication, or
Yeah, she wants
Rain
to
and
help
I
us.
will not let you in.
Come
here.
on. There's a complication. A woman is injured.
Do I know the woman?
You do recognize her, yes. Yes.
So
Oh.
Bera and Endak and Datha, we found them. They'd been attacked by gray dogs.
What?
yeah,
What?
yeah, it's outrageous.
Unthinkable.
Probably a raid.
Inconceivable.
Yes.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
not
they stole
inconceivable.
the
It's just
cattle.
outrageable.
They stole the cattle.
What cattle?
There
Who
was
are you?
cattle.
Who are you?
I'm Eli. Thank you very much.
This is
I'm
my-
Hen's cousin.
this is
You
my
may have heard
cousin.
of
This
me.
is your missing cousin?
Yeah.
Missing for 10 years.
That's right.
You're tiny. Where have you been? Why have you not been here?
She's bleeding.
Oh.
Fading fast, you guys.
My llama's getting stained.
I was feeling better, but now I'm not so sure.
My mom was getting
And why
stained.
is this Praxian with you?
Oh,
I'm a traveler. It is my
he
pleasure.
or she?
She.
She. She
Most
owns.
charming smile, so much charisma.
She
How
owns
much
my
for
brother and my
23?
cousin.
Oh
I
my
know.
god.
Does it work?
I have 7. So
Kind of in spite of yourself, you're like,
11 charisma? Is
Yeah.
that? Oh, awesome. I have 6. So.
but one of my cats can
Another
get-
reason we like each other.
Yes.
we don't get along.
The gruff facial
You know
scar.
what you and I do? You and I go out and my cat Rain casts glamour on both of us, which ups our charisma, so we just
Oh,
go out and we're like, ha ha, we're very glamorous today. With our 15 glamour. With your 23 glamour, yes, I'll be like, alright, you can come in, but I'm going to escort you to the healing tent.
Oh, thank you so
Or
much.
whatever
I
it is.
appreciate
healing tent.
your escort.
This is amazing.
I got my eyes on you, lady.
Another giant, dazzling smile at you.
Yeah. So I will follow you guys. I will motion
I'm
for.
Praxian. This gruff attitude, like whatever, dude.
Yeah, you're
Oh yeah, you've seen it all
No,
the
that's
time. All the time.
I will motion to Storm
I
to join me.
smile dazzling at them too. They're also not very charming.
What?
No,
Praxians.
Praxians.
Well, that's why I'm a little caught off guard because my experience with Praxians is they're horrible.
Not charming.
So-
Yeah.
Right. Are you sure you're all Praxian? Maybe a pot something else.
Pot,
All
perhaps.
Praxian all the time.
So I will escort you guys. Storm has joined me. I have both cats, one on each shoulder.
Cool.
Looks like giant fur epaulets.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
Just,
that's
and they
what it
just
looks
sort of
like.
sway a little bit as my giant
Yeah, they're used
frame
to it.
walks through the.
Oh yeah, they've got
The
their
claws
sea
digging
legs.
a little. Yeah, as they, a little.
But I don't notice.
Around too.
I'm fine with it. It doesn't even phase me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Do my cats, are they chatty? Would they just start talking to them? Like,
Yeah, I think so. What would
What-
the cats say?
they're
Come on.
probably more charming than I am.
Come on.
Oh
bring
my
it.
god, I'm just now I'm like, okay, they're the Statler and Waldorf of your
Yes.
Yeah.
I was imagining them more like Gossip Girl, like, oh my god, so tell me what's going on.
Rain might. I don't think Storm would, but Rain might.
Yeah, maybe one's a little more chatty than the other.
And one's like, shut up, and
Yeah.
starts batting at him.
And they're like over your head.
Yeah. I love it. It's awesome.
Calm down, boys. Calm
Yeah, so yeah, they're definitely chatting like, oh, Praxian, yeah, llama rider it looks like.
Yeah.
I could ride that llama.
Wow, they really do stink just as much as I heard. Huh?
Yeah.
My
So
llamas smell beautiful, thank you.
of course they do.
It's not me.
It's an acquired smell. So Karia, where would your domain be? I mean,
I'd say at a temple.
Yeah.
For the most part. Yeah. And people die all the time, right? And so they need a place to. It's like a funeral home, I'd say.
But would you
Like,
be called to healing tents like if people were dying?
No.
Okay.
Once they're dead, I would imagine.
It just-
Oh God, no.
There's like the
It's once
ceremony
they're
where they're
dead.
brought to you, and it's very
Yes.
much like
All right.
a ritual.
Ceremony.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Would there be a central area that handles both, or would they be kept very much distinct?
I mean, it's going to come down to the cult temples. So like any kind of healing temple would probably be Ernalda, the Earth Mother,
Shalana Roy.
I don't
or,
hang
and
out
So
over
it is
Shalana,
more
and
like a
Shalana
funeral
Roy.
home.
Yeah.
You're more like the funeral.
Yeah.
So we have to drop off those
So
bodies.
there's probably a temple. I don't have the details on Clearwine in front of me, but there's probably a temple to Ernalda with a little shrine to Shalana Roy.
Yeah.
And then as the weirdo local shaman.
I love
You
it.
just got like a smelly brazier that just smokes all the time.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, we'll get into it a little presently, but essentially you're the assistant shaman,
Yes.
and so you're sort of the Dakafal shaman's representative.
Yeah, I
in
was going
the
to say, am I
city.
like the receptionist or
Well,
in the city?
in the
Oh,
city
okay,
or in the
okay.
fort, I should say.
Yeah.
The shaman himself, gentleman by the name of Carthalo.
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 What do you mean, my dad? Not really.
Oh, that's right. You come from a long line of shamans.
Yeah.
If you want.
Okay.
Yeah,
no,
Okay. Carthalo.
Carthalo.
Okay.
I'm Carthalo the Magnificent.
Now,
Yeah,
honey.
he dwells out in the Badlands.
Yeah.
Pretty
okay.
badass.
Mm-hmm. He does. He's a bit cracked, also.
Oh, yeah.
So-
just
Kind of.
but nearby, or
It's the southern tip of the Starfire ridges are known as the Badlands.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
So like a day's ride or short? Less?
Less than that.
Does he dote on you, which is why you wanted to be an assistant shaman, or do you want to like prove yourself to him, or?
Oh yeah. Well, I loved my grandmother too, and she was a shaman.
Okay.
Mm,
Just a
And,
family,
she
family
died.
business.
Yes.
Okay.
she
Yeah.
died.
She died in the big battle, which is named. What is the battle?
Which one?
One of the many.
One of them.
Oh yeah, Bolthome campaign.
Yes.
So would we be pulling up with the
I thought there
with
was
the
one
corpses
major-
Well,
of the
we're-
men?
Oh, I was thinking of Battle of Grizzly Peak, but that's not where she died.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We're gonna do a hard
Okay.
scene cut.
Okay.
So you are all assembled, including Karia,
Okay.
who you were summoned.
Yeah.
You are all assembled at the Earth Temple, which is here in Clearwine. It is dedicated to Ernalda and her snake goddess aspect. So there is a great, giant 15-foot statue of Ernalda, and she's got her arms raised, and there's a snake in each hand.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Yeah,
The Cretan.
kind of like
Yeah. Okay.
exactly.
That's your favorite aspect of Ronaldo.
Oh yes. Snakes, the chthonic imagery. I love
That's
it.
right. That's right. And so the priestess there has tended to Bera. The two bodies are laid out as well, covered respectfully, and okay. So for Karia, you have a spirit vision skill, right? Is that?
Yes. I'm not sure that's the name of it, but
It's something like that. I'm trying to remember.
detect spirit or
Detect spirit, yes.
I mean that,
I believe that would be it. Yes. Yes.
I can under magic. Spirit travel probably wouldn't be it, but
Is there like a vision? Like,
I can speak spirit.
Speak
I
spirit.
speak some spirit.
All right. So essentially, though, as a shaman, as an initiated shaman, you sense spirits like all the time.
Yes.
Yeah. You basically see them always around.
Yeah.
So you see these spirits sort of hanging around,
Okay.
and yeah, so you can help them on their way.
Okay. I usually begin with a song.
Mm-hmm.
It usually leads them through the veil, but if that doesn't work, I have other means.
Well, this
Even
is
if I
that.
have to beat them in there.
all right, with your puppet.
Move on already.
Move on. Get out of here.
I have unfinished business. No, you
No,
don't.
no,
It's fine.
get out of
Just
here.
go.
We gotcha.
I'll take care of it. Just go.
Yeah, we're good.
So yeah, so that's actually an excellent segue there. You can use one skill just like you can use passions and runes. You
Okay.
can use skills to augment things.
Okay.
So you would roll your singing,
All right.
and if you roll successfully, you get a bonus to your next roll,
Oh.
which would be your roll to send the spirits along.
Well, that's
Okay.
cool.
Dynamic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Neat.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I like that.
It's very
That is very
impressive. Okay.
Mhm.
So
All right.
go ahead and
Go ahead and roll your sing.
step one.
Step one. Sing.
Yes, sing them into the 11.
Wow.
Whoa!
Yeah.
And that's against a
30.
30.
nice.
So that is not quite a special success.
Okay, yeah.
Close.
Yeah.
Close. And
successful.
Still working.
so on a success, that's going to be a plus 20%.
You've been traveling.
I know. I'm exhausted.
And let's see here. So, do you have any? What do you want to use to send the spirits on their way?
Let's
Do you
see.
want to talk to them? Do you want to engage in spirit combat, which would be the example of beating them down? in submission?
That comes a little later.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll talk to them and I'll ask them if they the typical song or conversation goes along lines of, do you have anything left on this plane that you need to take care of, or is there something that's still holding you here?
Okay.
Why aren't you leaving?
Yeah.
Exactly,
Those are the nice ways of.
Yeah. And then if there is something, I assure them that it either doesn't matter or I'll take care of it. And then I show them the way.
Okay.
Nice.
If they refuse, if they want revenge, then we've got a problem.
Well, now we've got a problem.
Oh crap!
All right.
It
So.
happens sometimes, you know,
Oh my
and then we
God.
have to.
What?
No, I just realized that's how I can keep you from running away because I do have a pole lasso. And so I just ride you down on my llama and pole lasso.
I'm tiny
Oh, good. I'm
too.
glad you have a pole lasso.
I do have one on.
Yeah,
Okay,
I remember
good.
that.
Okay.
It's just not my weapon of
It's not your primary weapon.
Yeah, but hey,
Gotcha.
come in handy, and I'm small, so
Yeah.
okay.
I just whisk you up onto
Yeah.
my llama.
Yep.
Mhm.
Hey, come
Kind of exhilarating. actually.
Yeah, like a little. Yeah.
Yeah.
So far, you have not given me cause to use.
No, not yet.
All right. So, so in this
funny.
case, it's fairly straightforward. You know, you're just kind of telling them that they're dead and it's okay,
Yeah.
and they can move on.
I like
So-
that you're dead, and it's okay.
And it's okay. So you're gonna roll your spirit speech,
Nice.
and you get a
Okay.
plus 20 to that skill.
Oh, great. Okay. So that's also 30.
So
Is that a
50.
special?
So I got 21.
Great.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a language.
okay, cool. Spirit speech.
All right. So.
So you're starting to talk to them.
yes.
Yeah. Being comforting, because
Yeah.
it can be a shock
Yeah, I'm sure.
to realize you're no longer alive.
part
Yeah,
of
you
your
know.
body.
Yeah.
By the way, you can engage in an hour-long meditative ritual and decouple your spirit from your body.
Okay.
And it's called discorporation. It costs 5 magic points. It's a 1-hour ritual. And so for 1d6 hours, you become a spirit that can then wander around.
Oh, that's great.
You can sense other spirits, sources of power at a range of 10 meters per point of power. And yeah.
Okay.
So.
I'm not sure that will be necessary.
Not in
Let's
this case,
see.
but just
Yeah.
for future reference.
How they're
Okay.
doing.
Yeah,
Can I borrow that?
of course.
Oh, thank you.
Shaman. That's what I was looking for. Yes, you automatically have the second sight.
Oh, is that automatic? I spent a
Yeah.
point on that.
Oh, well then, undo that and give yourself something else.
All right.
So yeah, you automatically have second sight.
Okay.
Oh, yes, you want to see discorporation. There you
Oh.
go. Okay, so.
I love my character. Okay.
So yeah, you're Kari is kind of just circling around, sort of sublingually singing, moving your hands around, doing
And
a
maybe
little ritual.
are the cats? They're not around, right? Because they might.
Yeah, if we're all there, they'd be.
Oh, okay.
they
they
just
might-
hang out on my shoulders unless
Yeah.
I tell them to go do something.
Oh, okay. So they might, since they understand spirit, or they speak
Yeah.
in spirit, they might be hearing my song.
They might be.
Yeah.
And so they might be like. And I'm like,
They're humming along.
I have no spirit, anything. They're just like, oh, here they go
That's
again.
adorable.
Surround sound.
Right.
Here also is Zara. She is the wife of the head of the Ernaldings, Baranthos. Baranthos is away. It is trade time, as established, and so he is at the Sun Dome Temple, along with many other nobles and landowners from the Clearwine Fort.
Yep.
So, as one of the upstanding young members of society in town, Zara has approached you, Hend, for a full briefing on what happened, essentially.
Which I give to the best of my ability, I suppose. Do I need to make an orate or something?
If you would like to make an orate, you can. I won't penalize you unless you fumble. But you could make an orate roll.
Yeah, sure, I'll try. Let's see if anything would bonus
Spice that up.
this.
Yeah.
Now let's just
Going for
just
it.
try a vanilla.
Man.
All right.
Nope, that's a fail.
Okay. So you give her the talk. She's a woman of middle years who's seen a lot, and she has a very sort of patrician facade, and isn't very approachable.
Yeah.
So she just kind of listens a little emotionlessly.
Eyes are glazing over.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, if anybody wants any locals, you can have Endak, Datha, or Bera be one of your siblings that you rolled up, or another family relation.
Oh.
If you're so inclined.
Any of us? Or right.
How many of you guys rolled aunts and uncles?
I did roll aunts and
Yeah, I
uncles.
did too.
Instead of being like related to them, could I be sort of promised maybe to Bera?
Oh, wow.
That's all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's her app?
What's her app?
A wonderful question.
What's her chaw?
Yeah.
In this case. That'd be a 9.
Yep, that's about right.
What's your app?
Yeah.
What's my app?
Or charisma.
Well, there is no app. There's charisma.
I know, I'm
17.
being
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Isn't that
She has a stunning personality.
Yeah.
No, she's my beard actually.
What?
Why would you need a beard?
To cover for your fox or duck fetish?
The fox fetish.
All right then.
Okay.
Cover
Okay.
for my furry proclivities.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's true. The Orlanthe do not recognize furries as
Oh man.
No, actually, there was a thing about Orlanthe sexuality, and basically said anything's cool as long as it doesn't involve kids.
Yep.
So,
Even
Oh.
dead people? Never mind. No, let's not go there. Necromancers, let's not go there.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, dead is a state of mind.
But I mean, yeah, if you
A state
can,
of spirit,
if
really.
you can commune with the spirit and the body's right there, maybe
Yeah,
that's
that's why I was
different.
like-
I don't know.
Spirit sex.
No, indeed, it is.
Aria can tell you stories.
Yeah, I'm sure. You've seen it all.
Yeah.
At this point.
It is common enough for someone to come back from the dead that if like a true hero dies and doesn't come back, it's like, what the hell? Like, I'm insulted. Like, like it's like, wait, you're too good for us? You don't want to come back from the land of the
What's wrong
dead?
with you?
You know?
Like, I'm having a ball down here.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
So you were she was promised. You were promised to each other.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Oh man.
How much do you
Yeah.
care about her?
Yeah, dude. What?
I mean, I don't have a love.
no. It's just
Vera.
like a formality, really.
Pretty much, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, by the way, since we've got 2 more locals in the room, as Hend is recounting the story, you can make your area lore rolls. Wish.
Under no.
Okay.
Oh, I have I have local area.
Area lore.
Oh, I thought you didn't.
Call of Cthulhu.
No, I do.
Okay, great.
Oh.
I didn't have. There was
She's
some
busy
other type
anyway.
of lore.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's all good.
I don't make it, of course.
Oh, with the wrong dice. Silly person. So a 10.
Okay.
Rolled a 10.
And your area lore is?
Where?
It's base 20, so you made it.
Yeah.
Hooray!
And yes, it's
Under
25.
no. Yeah.
Okay, so for Kabaum, the name Danikos means something. He's the son of Ergost and is a known troublemaker.
Okay.
Let's see. He's you heard about him actually because with the trade time festivals having just wrapped up, some of your family members were like, "Oh my God, you remember when that Danikos guy came here and started all that crap?" He was just picking fights.
At the party.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Still, I did
Question
not
then,
expect
since I'm
murder.
overhearing them talking about this stuff, can I gain area lore for this?
You can certainly, during your downtime, justify putting points into it.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. So that's about what you've got there. Zara has taken in the story, and she says, "Well, that was the southern herd. That's 60 head of cattle that they stole.
Whoa.
That's a lot.
We cannot allow them to get away with this heinous crime. Not only did they steal cattle, but they killed 2 of our own, severely wounded another one."
Yeah, you're betrothed, right, Hen?
Hey, you don't know that.
I said it. I think you said that loud.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You don't know that, cousin.
Sorry, I thought.
What are you, psychic now?
I thought you mentioned it out loud. Alright, never mind.
And with so many of our leadership away at the Sundome Temple, would you mind taking your compatriots here and following the trail and meting out whatever justice you feel needs to be done?
Absolutely.
She would ask Hand, not Kaba.
Yeah.
Hend is kind of since he's the local, you know,
Not local.
but he's lived here his whole life.
I went away to gain glory and battle.
I've got a higher reputation.
And also a higher charisma.
18.
Oh, the charisma.
And the charisma.
The charisma, yeah.
Like it or not, Hend is your default leader.
I'm the face. And what a punchable face it is.
He's the $1 million dream.
I think I would just say that to Zara. Zara, I volunteered to lead the party to get back our cattle. Hand is very charming and pretty, but he knows nothing of combat, and this clearly will require a firm hand.
Of course, your martial skills will be most welcome. I'm sure.
Fantastic. Don't yawn at me. I will smack you upside the head. Cats are like...
Oh, they like me. I bring them treats back from the Fox ladies.
Oh.
They don't like you if I tell them not to like you.
Charisma 17. Everyone likes me.
That's true.
Except for, 5 out of 100 people.
95 out of 100 villagers agree.
Hand is awesome. Hand is best.
Vote Hen.
Use only as directed.
Where's Herrick?
He's only directed. Alright.
I'm gonna go find Herrick.
Yeah, so let's
Herrick appreciates me.
Alright, so let's, is there a possibility for us to hire on some fighting men? Since,
What am I?
one fighting person?
I equal 5 men. I am the best.
Can we
looks
hire
like
on
the
some
best.
sword thanes or?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how you want to approach this. You have a tracker with you, so
good.
you could go stealthy on it.
That's right.
You know.
I can stealth it up. That's the way I've been rolling. I'm not too sure.
That's fair, but she said punitive.
True.
bring the
It's
herd.
mostly about bringing the herd
We bring
back.
the
though.
herd back.
Well, we could have our own raid and bring back a little bit.
I
more.
absolutely forbid you to do a counter raid. I need the cattle back.
Eli, what is
It is
happening?
late in the season. We need to.
How do you wish Danikos to be punished?
They want to
Well,
punish.
he killed 2 of ours. I think
If
that's
you find Danikos, bring him back that we may mete out justice.
May I truss him up and put him on a pole while I bring him back?
Whatever you see fit.
This was very effective with Herrick the Berserk. People really responded well to this treatment.
Her eyes narrow a little bit.
So while this is happening, I'm
Yes.
explaining to Puig like what's we're gonna go get revenge
Yes.
and
You
we're gonna bring
understand the
back
concept
cattle.
of cattle raids for
Yeah,
sure.
we're gonna bring the cattle back.
Sure, I guess I'm just trying to get a sense of local politics
Uh-huh.
is really what I'm asking about.
Yes.
And then I kind of shrugged, like, I don't really know what's happened over the past couple of years, so.
I'm shocked by this news.
But
'cause
Hen,
I think you know everything.
Well, that's very kind. But Hen is, I mean, this is the guy. This is like our number one guy. He's the one that we have to follow. He's the leader.
I love all the cousin love that comes back right away.
Right.
So I'm gonna have a moment because I'm not from here, and so frankly I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But
I'm not from your country.
I have a very high love of family. And
your
if Hen is
drama.
your family, I can understand the importance of helping families.
It's very generous of you.
75.
Very
Wow.
generous.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, fertility covers generosity.
Yeah.
75. And so I'll be thinking like, yes, Eli, it will be important for you to help your family, for your family has been slighted. Plus, I may be of assistance, I
True.
hope.
Yes, possibly.
I do speak herd beast, so maybe I can help lure those cattle back with minimal effort.
Mm.
Yeah, and I can keep the dinosaurs
That's true.
away.
Actually, that's a good point. Do you have points in herd?
I have 60 points in herd.
Hey, hey.
Because being part of the cult of
Of
Aretha,
course, of
who's the
course.
herd mother,
Yes, the herd mother.
got hella points in herding.
Yeah.
Plus my mother and my grandmother are both herders.
So the very concept of a cattle raid, you know, you're kind of like, yeah, I'm totally on board with getting the cattle
Oh,
back.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, can do.
Okay.
Can do. I'm the
Sounds
Praxian for you.
Great. Well, let's. I mean, what is it? What time of the day is it right now?
It's midday.
Okay. Well, you know, no time like the present. We can't let them get away too
go.
far with our
Yeah.
cattle.
No.
And yeah, let's go punish Danikos.
Yes. Finally some action.
Oh.
Yes, we move.
Yes.
Seems like
So,
a He-Man moment.
Probably get some horses.
Okay, you want to get some horses?
I have
Sure.
Yeah. Is Karia gonna join us?
Of course, we need Karya along to tend to any spiritual matters that may occur.
Yeah.
So
That's right. Those Grey
Which
Dogs.
are-
They're all about that spirit combat.
Plus, you know, you're an accomplished sorcerer. I'm sure you are useful in combat.
I
Even
have
if it's-
95 in spirit combat.
Holy shit.
Well,
So
there you go.
do them.
Yeah. This will be easy, I say. This will be totally
Yeah.
easy.
walk in the park.
Yeah.
Aria, did you see that scar fetishist at the bar last night? He was
Oh, gross.
all over everyone that had any kind of. Oh my god! Thought I was gonna have to take him out.
So you're just over everyone.
Yeah.
Because frankly, in our time period,
Yeah.
everyone.
They'll have scars.
No, facial scars. He liked to have facial scars. Aria knows what I'm talking
Oh,
about.
yes, this guy.
Fucking guy.
These fucking guys, I tell you.
So, shall we move? Hen,
yes.
what do you think we should do?
I think we should move out.
Alright.
Alrighty.
Do we get to pick what horse we started with? Because I started with a horse.
Oh, you did.
I did. And
Yes.
does it have stats?
It does.
I think
There's
I've
an
got them in
email,
my
right?
email.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah. Oh,
Maybe it
question.
was
Yeah.
the
Have you guys been getting Obsidian Portal updates? Because
I have.
I saw somebody say that they weren't going out right now.
Yes, I've been
currently.
getting the updates. Last I got was Sartar on October 8th.
I did not.
I have updated a lot since then.
Then I have not been getting updates.
And I haven't been getting your updates of your characters and stuff.
God
like
damn
when
it,
you make
Obsidian
characters.
Portal.
Yeah.
Have they've been changing things around Obsidian?
No,
Portal?
they just
They
suck.
just suck.
No.
That's the worst.
Because they look different when I logged in. for
Oh,
some reason. Not-
they did do a little bit of a facelift recently.
Yeah.
Not
Well, often when that happens, that causes a lot of
I
problems.
think
True.
I noticed that too. I think it's because they're trying to get things aligned with how they have it for mobile.
right.
And
Yeah.
so, because I
Right,
noticed some of that too. But when I like looked at it on my phone, I was like, oh no, this works on my phone, just not as well
Well,
on my
that's
web interface.
good, I guess. That's something. Yeah, there are different types of horses.
I saw it.
I only sent out the sort of baseline horse stats. But you've got your cart horse, your cavalry horse, heyo, your riding horse, and your war horse.
I'm sure I'd have a cavalry, but of the cavalry horses, does it matter? Like I saw there was a Daran, a Goldeneye, and a Sered, and I didn't know if that matters at all. What the differences are.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. So. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So.
Heading out?
You're all mounted. You're all riding.
Yes. Sure.
Okay.
What ride do you have?
I don't know, some pony. I have no idea.
Well, no, I'm saying like,
Well-
what's your base ride?
Oh,
It
I
starts
don't
at
think
5,
I have.
but do you have any modifier for it?
I don't think you do. Not
No.
much of a writer.
Nope. Nope.
We have a hearse horse,
No.
so-
I have
Horse horse?
five.
This horse.
The kind that goes on.
The
servants
I
usually
mean, I
go
have
fast.
Does
10.
it
I
sigh
have 10,
instead
right?
of neighing?
Emo. Emo right
Nice.
Yeah, no, I'm
Just
just
like side
Eeyore.
bangs.
Yeah.
Aw.
Very emo horse.
Okay.
The most emo.
So yeah, you can commandeer horses for sure.
Yeah.
And
You're being sent on a mission.
you
Yeah,
are
by
you are.
the wife of the big chief. So
Yeah.
That's right. So yeah, it's actually easy enough to follow the trail of this stolen herd. It's
Of course, it's
60 cows.
60 head.
Yeah, 60 head.
Yeah.
And so you do.
Mm-hmm.
The weather grows stormier as you head west, following this trail towards the Starfire Ridges. And occasional little droplets of rain are falling from the sky. You are riding towards the Badlands.
Of course we are.
And the general aspect of the land is very forbidding. You know, this is an area that is not settled by any tribe or clan, and the grass is rather scrubby. Trees are stunted, and many are leafless. And yeah, there's just kind of an ill wind blowing.
Of course there is.
So the veil is growing thinner, I would say. Right?
Yes,
In the,
definitely. Yeah, you
So,
can feel a lot of storm spirits and sort of spirits of despair and loneliness you know, in the area.
So as I'm writing, I probably look very meditative.
Yeah.
Not knowing or paying attention to what's going on our
Yeah.
plane.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Maybe humming, comforting those spirits.
Okay.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Thanks.
A distant lightning flash sends a peal of thunder rolling across the plains.
All right.
And everyone
Yeah.
can go ahead and make a scan roll.
Exciting. I like that. I like the lightning. Like this is getting.
Nope. Oh yes, I do actually.
Yeah, I sure do.
5 out of
Nope.
Oh, I make it.
5 out of 25.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay.
So that's 1/5.
That's a special.
Wow.
Special.
Oh, by the way, any special success or better is a check for sure.
She's
Dang.
way off somewhere else.
I got an 11.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
It's out of our
87.
number, right?
Yeah.
So an 11 out of 50 is a.
Great. You're one away from a special,
Oh.
and you made it as
I
well
made it.
with a regular.
Irregular.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the three of you spot something off in the distance. Hen sees it first.
Surprisingly.
What is it, Hend?
Over there.
I'm trying to make it out.
Yeah.
It's a humanoid figure sprawled face down on the
What?
ground,
Another one.
several hundred meters to the north.
Humanoid.
Humanoid.
Is it in the path of our?
It is. It's lying amidst the churned earth path.
Well, let's make haste.
Let's go.
Is it a duck?
Oh.
Only one way to find out. Actually, yes, Handy rolled a special success, so you see quite a few carrion birds are gathered around it.
Wow,
Just-
these birds are
just
eating good
feasting.
today.
Huh? So they've been. Hasn't been too long. Or how long does it take for the carrion birds to get to a corpse here?
Oh,
Pretty fast.
Pretty
Moments?
fast.
Yeah.
But whereas before you kind of you scattered them, you know, there wasn't a whole lot of them. This
Right.
is like there's a big old bunch of them,
Oh my.
which may be a timing issue or maybe a location issue.
Right, because
You
it's
know,
the Badlands.
It's the Badlands. What you do note is that the trail of cattle has veered north
Veered north.
towards the mountains.
Ah.
Whereas logically, if they were taking these cattle back to their tribal lands, they'd be going east.
Yes. Yes, they would.
Unless they
Can I,
wanted to take shelter.
Try to detect this dead person's spirit.
Yeah.
Once you get a little closer.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
let's proceed
Yeah, let's go.
and fight away the birds so that we can see what
They
type of-
are our friends.
They
the
Oh.
birds.
Yes, vultures.
She's saying, I love it.
Okay.
Yeah. Charisma 6. Yeah.
Yeah. Love it.
Okay, so yeah, you get closer. The crows and vultures take wing with angry squawks.
Of course they do.
And you can see this body. It's been fairly well pecked over.
Yep.
Oh man.
It's a female body.
Oh.
So human.
Human, yes. And she is wearing a blue-edged woolen tunic, which is characteristic of a member of the Grey Dog clan.
Okay.
Oh.
You can see that her throat was slashed pretty deeply.
Oh god.
Can we tell what weapon made the slash?
First aid?
Yeah, first aid.
I can try.
Yeah.
We can all try.
You can all but try.
I got a 2 on a 70.
Well,
Wow. Check your first aid. And
See, I don't even need to roll.
yeah.
I mean, the Praxians see a lot of violence. Usually when I'm out healing, it's
True.
from,
So
unrest.
So you can tell that this was a wound inflicted with a small blade, either dagger or short sword, and it was definitely a left to right slash from the front.
Oh. Oh.
And
Wait,
there's
left. Say that again.
left to right. Like
Somebody
Are
was
probably right-handed.
that. The killer was 6'1". Enjoyed working out 3 days a week.
The killer was taller than the victim.
That's
Had a
right.
limp in his left.
That's right.
But there's no notable like serration markings or anything like that.
No, it was a clean cut. It was
A well-tended knife.
Yeah.
Does this look like an older woman or?
No, it's a prime of her life. Anyone who wants to make a track roll can make a track
I will.
roll.
Do you have any defensive wounds, or does it look...
No, it looks like it was
Surprised.
just one, yeah, like
Surprise
just a
or
surprise shot.
Card,
Sucker
do you
punch.
Do you want to check to see if the spirit's still
Yeah,
around?
yeah. Can I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
I'll get to that in a second.
Could I still use clan or no? I've already used it.
Well, in this case, she's a member of a rival
I
clan.
know, but I just.
Oh, because you're acting on behalf of the clan? Is
of
that
my
what you're
clan.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can still use it.
Of course,
I can do
yeah.
it.
yeah.
so
Alright, I'm gonna try.
to detect spirit, I would spend 1 magic point. To, do I need to?
Your second sight would
Rune.
do the trick. And
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that would be 1 magic point.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
Boom.
So I failed my clan by 1.
Okay. Oh my god.
But then I made my movement as a special.
Okay.
I mean, I would
is
say
it,
it's
again?
almost
You did the
crit.
same thing?
Yeah, I rolled a 6 out of 60.
Yeah.
So is that
Okay.
special?
That is special.
All right, so it's plus 20.
Plus 20
To my
net.
tracking,
Mm-hmm.
65, and I roll a 19.
Nice. Okay, so not quite as special.
Almost, so close.
Okay, so the first thing you notice is that just outside the trampled section of earth,
So I'm looking around.
Mhm.
Yeah.
you see a little ring of stones that's indicative of a campfire. Recently doused,
Right.
you know. You can see blood splatters on the stones and the earth near the fire.
Yeah.
So you would surmise that she was killed next to the fire and then dragged away from the camp.
Why? So I'm explaining this.
The
to-
tracks of the cattle cross over the path of the drag marks, indicating she was killed before the cattle were driven away.
And with
So weird. It seems like,
Queek's really good first aid, do we know how long she's been dead for?
Hours.
Sorry to interrupt us.
no, it's okay. So wait, I'm trying to figure out. This was the same cattle, or was this her cattle that she was tending to? She just had a campfire in the middle of the Badlands, and she's just hanging out.
No,
You see multiple boot prints.
I think she was one of the raiders, but she might not have known that they weren't intending on taking the cattle back to the Grey Dog clan lands.
Can you tell if the blood? I mean, I imagine you can since you can see it. If the blood is like like dried, fried
Dried,
looking.
right?
Well, in other words, if
Mm-hmm.
if you get blood near a heat source, sometimes it like bubbles and sort of fries a little bit. Does it look like that happened, or does it
was
look
there
like
a fire going?
Right. In other words, did she put the fire out and then she was killed, or someone killed her and then they doused the fire?
It looks like the fire was going when she was killed. Yeah.
This is confusing. She's one of them, though.
Yeah, it seems that way.
So,
So one less for us to worry about.
all right. So I share that with you all. Strange.
Any spirits?
Spirit?
Okay, so let's see here. This is what you're going to have to do. Let me just check. Okay, so do you have the skill Prepare Corpse?
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Hooray!
Do you want to augment it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Because turns out you don't.
No, I thought I did, but I don't.
Oh, what is it at default?
It's at default. That's weird. Why would I do that?
That's weird.
Why wouldn't I know how to
Maybe you
prepare a
were
corpse?
really all about spirit combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's what I did.
Want to move some
You
points
want-
into it?
Yes.
All right, go for it.
All right, I'm taking 5 out of spirit combat, 5 out of 5 out of spirit travel,
Okay,
and I'm gonna move 10 into prepare corpse. Is that enough?
that's good.
So you're gonna be
What's
base
your?
20.
Yeah.
Is it a 0 default?
10
10.
default.
10.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, base 20. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see here.
Does she get a bonus, like if someone gives aid? Like, is that a thing in
Oh,
your
actually,
system? Like,
Yes.
Do you get any bonus to your magic as default at the very
Yes.
top? Do you have
Yeah.
what's
So
the bonus to
remember
that?
add that.
Plus 10. Okay, so I'm up to 30 now.
Yep.
Great. Cool.
All right.
Okay, so it is under the leaden skies. You know, the sun
Yes.
must be setting somewhere because it's starting to get a little dimmer, a little darker. The wind is blowing a little harder. These hungry spirits of the Badlands are, you know, coming to life.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you can augment. You can all augment if you want to all do an attempt at that. However, remember, a failure gives a -10.
What are we at? What were you
Prepare corpse.
Singing
A singing.
oh,
or dancing.
I have a 20 in singing.
Which
have a
I
30 in
have.
singing.
I have a 30 in singing.
Oh, I actually have a 40 in singing.
Okay.
Depends on if you want to
Risk.
failing or
I'm
not.
gonna do it,
What
yeah.
happens if we
I'm
fail?
about it.
She gets a minus
She
10.
gets a -10. However, if you succeed, she'll get a +20.
Okay.
So if some of you succeed and some of you fail, we'll just have to
Okay,
total it up.
I'm going for it.
I got an 18.
Wow.
Oh, I failed. Of course.
So that's a net of 10.
I've just been.
Aha! I got a 12 out of 30.
Okay, so +30. And
I couldn't augment my
yes,
singing.
you could actually. An augment of an augment.
Yeah, could I augment with like harmony?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, that would have been so good.
So let's see if I manage that. I
Clever
do.
Okay.
Not done.
So it's plus 20.
+20 to your sing.
My sing, which I misread as actually 50, so it's a 70 sing.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Belt it loud, belt it proud.
Go for it. No, he did not.
Oh,
I see a
did.
0 over here.
Zero,
fucking
zero, zero.
Fumble your sing?
He does.
How do you even do that?
I'm not even from here. And I succeeded in my singing.
I almost want to take a picture.
Take a picture of it.
Yeah, I got it.
First crit fail of RuneQuest. Yes, who it is.
And what an impressive one, too. I mean,
Oh man.
yeah.
Of course it would be.
You only had to
Oh,
get
do I check on a crit fail?
Yeah, I'm going to see.
Yes.
You learned something about harmony
Well-
that
All
day.
right, so we had 2 successes and 1 failure, right? So that's
Yeah.
+30. On a fumble, it's a -50. So,
You're welcome.
unfortunately, that's a -20.
Negative 20.
So how do you fail at singing? Did you just like start coughing or something?
Fumble at
Like-
singing,
No,
no
I
less.
sang the wrong song.
Oh.
I think you started to
okay.
sing and this just belch came out like.
That was the first thing that popped in my head.
I was
too.
thinking just singing Happy Birthday.
Wrong song, and you belched.
That's excellent.
Yeah, you
Okay.
forgot the words, you were mispronouncing
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
It's not like you. You're a master singer.
So you're all trying to sing the solemn hymn
And I
of
just fuck fuck you all up.
Yeah, exactly. So with the minus 20, does it give you anything? What do you got?
And so what am this is
Prepare corpse.
This is
So your base is 30, so you have 10% now.
10.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
you can
So
try and
I'm at
augment too if you want to roll
okay.
your
Could I
Please.
could I
Sing or
augment
dance.
with
sing or dance.
oh
Wait, you need some dancing? I can dance.
no I can sing I
It's one
I
or the
misread
other.
it before. I have 40 in sing.
Okay,
Oh,
So-
go for it and sing away if you want.
Okay, great.
Do I lose points from my sing for failing that
I
on?
don't think you do.
Woo!
I'm just gonna say no right now.
I rolled an 87.
So that's a minus 10 to your sing.
Okay.
So you're all trying to sing this solemn hymn, and the winds are just whipping, and
There's lightning. Too.
Yeah.
There's lightning, Kari. You can feel
Angry
these
spirits.
hungry spirits, these
Hungry.
like that are just like animalistic intelligence. You know, like
okay.
they're just bestial hunger spirits.
Oh,
you
God.
know.
see.
Wait, if I fumbled with all these spirits around, does that mean that I'm possessed?
No,
Not
not
this case.
Cthulhu.
Like
That
for like a moment, and it just sort of like saying really evil stuff out of my mouth.
Ooh, well, maybe, yeah. You start singing backwards.
Yeah.
Wow.
Happy birthday to you backwards.
Worship Satan. You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else that we can do to like help at this point?
Well, it's going very poorly.
Would spirit screen be
It's
helpful
not going well.
at all?
What spirit? What?
Spirit screen, would that be helpful at all?
Well, it could help if the spirits get more aggressive.
We could use that.
Yeah, you can use it. However, from out of the friscolating dusk light, a lone figure emerges.
Okay.
Papa.
In this plane or the other
Papa?
plane?
Yeah, good question. Actually, kind of in both. You can see him in both.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, and you immediately recognize him as Carthalo.
Papa.
Who's Carthalo?
Dad.
Yeah.
Yes, Daddy
Yeah.
Carthalo.
And he just saw this huge fail.
That's
I
embarrassing.
was gonna say, like,
yeah.
can I help, like, if I start dancing while singing?
Usually you can only apply one. I mean, you could dance, but only one augment is going to apply. Yeah.
I tried really hard. I did succeed,
We
but
all
not as hard
tried.
as we failed.
So it's
The
a good way of
collective
putting it. It's a good way of putting
Maybe
it.
we're all just dancing anyway, just in case it helps. We're just like,
Maybe this will work.
I want to point at this guy and say, "It wasn't me, Dad."
Exactly right. So he's, much as you remember him, you don't see him often, but he is nearly blind.
Oh.
One eye is wide and milky white,
Oh.
and the other one squints at you with effort.
Oh man.
You know, is
love
that
that
you,
about
daughter?
Yes, Dad.
Yes. So, yeah, basically, he used to be proficient and respected, and he was actually kind of driven away from the Clearwine Fort
Oh yeah.
after a rather fumblicious episode of spirit combat of his own,
Oh okay.
in which the spirit kind of got into his head and messed him up.
so maybe he actually feels for Hend in this moment. He's like, I've done that too. It's okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So
We all
yes.
forget the words
Yes.
that happen.
Yes, he says, I can see the spirits gathering around you like a whirlpool, like a tornado in the sky.
That sounds bad.
Yes, Dad. I see them too.
Yes,
Yeah.
I had to come and see what was going down.
Oh yeah.
Going down. So hip.
Yes,
Can you sense the spirit of this being here? And I point to the corpse.
yes, yes, she is still here.
Yeah.
What is she doing here?
Well, let me roll his prepare corpse thing. Do you want to try singing again?
No.
I'm gonna walk.
Dad, can I
about,
I'm feeling really good. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm helping.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk about 50 yards.
Oh my god.
Maybe the
Don't
spirits
take
will
it so
go with
hard.
him.
Come on.
Okay, I'm gonna also use my harmony to augment.
Okay, that's better. I rolled a 2.
Because I feel like I'm not here, but I helped.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
am helping.
Cool.
that father's
I got
here.
a 28 out of 70 in harmony.
Right.
Nice.
Can I roll death on this?
So that's
You
20
could.
plus 20%.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's 20% of 30.
I'm gonna just back.
So just-
I'm gonna walk with Hen.
Math.
Yeah, let's head over here.
6. Alright.
Yeah, let's catch up a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm a slave
It's so
now.
long.
I got a 14.
Okay. So regular success,
So wait,
critical success. Wait, what you're singing is
Oh,
40, you said?
2, you
Yeah.
rolled a 2.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
critical.
roll a 2.
That's a critical.
Yay!
Awesome.
Nice. Well, now, see, now you're coming through. Now, so,
so
Make
if
it
you
up for
roll
that.
death and then singing, how does that?
death is going to augment singing.
In this case.
Yeah.
Not in all
Because it's
cases.
a death.
All right.
70.
So if I have a very high death, that might be a good thing to do.
Yeah, if you want. Oh, and check your singing.
Why not? I try.
That's right.
All right.
Yes, and if you fail death, like Desiree did, you can opt not to sing.
Yeah,
So-
I'm gonna back away
It's
slowly.
fairly low risk.
Fair. I rolled a 69. Wahoo! Out of 8. I mean
Yeah.
80.
out of 8.
Alright.
80. Okay, so that's a plus 20 to your singing.
Okay.
So now go ahead
Great.
and sing.
I walked away. I walked
But you're sitting
away.
right next
What
to
did
her.
you roll?
You're sitting right next to
I
her.
knew it.
Jesus Christ.
Is it another 000?
Let's take a picture of that one too.
Yeah, another picture.
Yeah.
I think I have
Couple
to.
that plays together.
Rolls
Critical
critical
together.
Slays important roles together.
All right, I think I have
Aw,
to
it's
walk
so
away from the
romantic.
actual table.
No, stop. You've tainted
I
everything.
even augmented it with death.
I even augmented
Yeah,
it.
that's the great thing about both of your roles. You were augmented.
Well,
And then you crit fail.
check your sing.
Yeah.
Hooray!
All right. Well, the good news is with the critical success and then the normal success, and then he also made augment roll for his singing, and he succeeded. So he was at plus 90. So the minus 50 is actually not going to be the deal breaker that it was. Plus, his prepared corpse is a very respectable 85 under normal circumstances. So he's at
Papa knows about
135%.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Does he make it?
He fumbled.
So he got a special success.
Hooray!
Okay.
I was so moved by your belching happy birthday that I thought I should try it.
Yeah, no, it's just these pesky hunger spirits are distracting you. So he, he's singing over the corpse, and he's putting, he's reaching into the various pouches and staining his fingers with red ochre and marking her face and so forth, And didn't ask for vocals, you mix. And
We've been getting them.
sorry.
This is actually the song that communicates.
That's actually that's a good point.
Oh,
And then he stands back.
that's why I messed up.
So about 10 minutes pass, and you see a shade kind of emerging from the darkness,
Oh dear.
and it looks like what this woman must have looked like in life before she was
Pecked.
pecked at by
carrion
carrion
Did
birds.
he cast incorporate?
All he needed was a prepared corpse in this case because the spirit activity is so
Oh, I see.
Close.
close. Yeah.
The veil is
as
thin.
as you said, the
Yeah.
veil is thin.
Yeah.
Neat.
And so and you can all see her. You don't need second sight or anything.
Whoa, this is pretty intense.
So she just stands there, kind of looking at you all, looking rather angry.
Yeah.
I'd imagine.
So sometimes spirits need to be coaxed a little bit.
Yeah. Especially when
uh,
taken before their time. And
Any of you are free to talk to her, but yeah, you kind of need to bring her out a little bit with some interpersonal skills, maybe.
Yeah, so I'll elbow Hen, like, hey. Yeah, like, she's looking at you, man.
yeah, like Ghostbusters style.
Huzzah.
You go talk to her.
Well, it's time to bargain.
Yeah.
Bargain. Well,
That's all I got, guys.
yeah.
Come on.
I mean, you have oratory. Do you have customs?
Nope.
Does anybody?
I orate.
Can my cats talk to her? Cats are charming just because
I
they're
have a
cats.
20 in Ori.
Yeah.
Does she want to dance?
No, she does not want to dance. She does not feel like dancing.
Does she want to farm? Because I.
Alright, I'll try to orate. Or charm, or persuade, or. Well, there's no charm. I mean, there's no persuade. There's. Intimidate,
there's fast talk.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she's dead. She doesn't want to make a bargain.
That's commercial transactions, sadly.
Damn it.
Although, well, let's see here. Let's take a look at bargain since that's your most powerful skill. Let's find out the limits of bargaining. So, okay. What is that? It's
It's a communication.
communication, of course. Okay, this is the skill of negotiation and compromise. Bargain is appropriate if both parties are willing to do something, but only if the terms are right. Well, if you want to offer her terms of some sort,
What are you
like
offering her, man?
I'll give you blood or something, I don't know.
Don't do that.
What does she want?
It could be used. It
I
could be
think she
used
wants-
whenever opposing parties meet in
Revenge?
negotiation.
I think she wants to not be dead.
But also
Yeah.
Revenge, probably.
Was she a warrior at
Oh
all?
yeah. She does want revenge, doesn't she?
She does not appear to be a warrior.
Does she appear to be some kind of class that she would relate to one of us, like, more readily?
Well, if anything, she's probably just a typical herder or farmer from her community who went on this cattle raid. So,
Liz wants revenge.
but yes, revenge would be a bargaining chip for sure.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's start by asking her what she wants because
Yes.
you don't get anywhere without getting a barometer of exactly what a person desires.
Mm-hmm.
So roll bargain.
Yes. Open the negotiations.
Indeed.
Let's do it.
So with my plus 10 to communication, I have an 85 in bargain.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. 30. So yeah, I make it.
Great.
Alright.
Yep.
My name is Hend of the people you raided, the Kalimar. What do you want?
What you want? So she just kind of narrows her eyes a little bit, and she just, in a ghostly voice, she says, "I did not murder your people. Know that."
Was it Danikos?
She nods.
Did Danikos murder you?
She nods again.
That fucking
Dude,
Danikos!
what's wrong
Why?
with him?
She's just kind of staring at you again.
Okay. We're following him. We're intending to bring him to justice. If you help us, what would you like in return?
So she just smiles a little bit, and she says, "Bring me with you, and I will mete out my own revenge."
What?
Ooh.
And so I turned to Carrie, I'm like, is that possible?
Yes.
Is that a smart idea?
No.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, no!
I am concerned about that. I think maybe we should not.
Wow, I didn't know that was possible. That's pretty great.
Oh yeah. But spirits have their own.
Justice?
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Spirit justice.
How would you prefer to travel?
Kari giggles a little.
So she
Love it.
she walks over to the ring of stones, and she points at the most blood-stained of the rocks. And Carthalo says, "Ah, yes, of course. You would know this, my dear.
Yes. Yes.
This fixes her. If you throw this stone down, it will bring her back without need for ceremony."
You totally have the sling stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Toss it right in the middle of it.
I mean, the stone's about the size of an ostrich egg, but
Oh.
All right.
but you
I'll,
could toss it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll nod and I'll pick up the stone and I'll put it in my.
Wait, we
put it in my
just
pack.
discussed how maybe this is not a good idea.
At the same
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
if we just offered to help her out if we renege, it might
We're
get
in it.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might make it worse.
yours.
All right, so I'll ask.
No, I say we
I'll
take
ask her which way.
Yes.
All right. So,
I don't like this plan.
so she says, you need only follow the trail of the cattle, although I do not know where they went.
We could have done that without her help. Holy cow!
But this way
It's
we
okay,
can help
holy
her
cow.
put her
This
spirit
will be
at
more
rest.
fun.
Yeah, we can help her put her spirit at rest.
Exactly.
True, yeah.
And
That is true.
I don't trust spirity stuff.
and so she steps forward. You're holding the stone, right?
Mhm.
So she steps forward and she reaches out a ghostly hand and kind of touches your cheek,
Oh.
and then she winks out of existence.
Mhm.
But in that moment that she touched your cheek, you suddenly have this vision that fills your head.
Okay.
So suddenly you are Lanika, daughter of Leka of Snorri's stead, and you are making camp with Danikos and your other mates, whose names I have but not in front of me.
No worries.
And but you were part of this cattle raiding. Trevor, you are part of this cattle raiding party. You are already fractious and arguing to some extent because Danikos killed those
The
herds
three
people.
Yeah.
And which came as a surprise. Here we are. The 4 other gray dogs: Mitrolar, Desanil, Thedina, and Varanik.
Oh,
They just
man.
roll off the tongue.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
What the, I mean, that's what's kind of. What? Repeat.
It's a foreign tribe. I mean, it's not going to come
Mitrolar,
naturally to your
Desanil.
tongue.
What?
Mitrolar, Desanil, Thedina, and Varanik.
Wow. Either I can't write anymore, or you're just speaking way too fast for me. Desanil?
Yes, Desanil,
Thedina
Thedina,
and Veronic.
Varanik.
Theranik?
Varanik.
Varanik? I'm getting
Or
old, you guys.
Veronique.
Veronique?
So yes, basically, once he killed those herds people, you were all kind of in it
Yeah.
as complicit. But what was done was done.
Right.
So there's little to be done but return home with the cattle.
Yeah.
You had made a secret pact with the other 4 that after you got your reward from your clan chief, you would return to the Kalimar and offer to pay double the life price of those who were killed.
Oh.
That's
Okay.
nice of them.
So in this vision, you are in this campsite. The fire is roaring. It is presumably last night, and you are confronting Danikos about with this plan. Danikos says he's going to watch the cattle and think about it. Your vision fades and then comes back. He's waking you up near the dying embers of the fire and telling you that you're going to take the herd north into the woods. You and the others refuse, and the next thing you know, you are coughing blood.
Oh,
What
no.
a coward.
So he's fast.
Yeah.
And then
So there were others that also refused. Was
Yes.
she maybe killed as an example? Or?
Probably.
Maybe.
That'd be good, I guess.
and
Sad.
yeah,
That's
that's
sad. What
that.
a journey it is. You must suffer.
So so you all see Hen, his eyes kind of go a little googly for a moment, and then he comes back.
Hail Satan.
There's more thunder rolling and lightning. The rain is picking up, and your animals are getting nervous.
Of course they are.
Yeah.
So Carthalo says, "No good trying to travel with darkness and storm coming in. My dwelling is not far from here."
What?
And he's like obviously a bit put out, like.
Yeah.
There's 5 of you and all these animals.
It's okay, Dad.
You're so sweet.
With my friends.
Yeah.
I have an oiled cloth that I put up over me and my cats when it rains in general
Excellent.
because they don't like the rain.
Excellent. Excellent.
Always prepared.
So it's me and 2 cat heads.
Love it.
Just we're fine.
And so he does lead you up into the foothills.
Yes.
You spot in the rapidly dwindling light a flagstone kind of hut, like stacked flagstones, just built right into the side of a hill.
Finally swept the porch, I see.
The perimeter of the property has a variety of old glyphs carved into all the rocks and stones and tree trunks in the area. Just all sorts of signs of Dhaka Fall worship. Also small totems hanging from the lintels and whatnot. Karya, you would know that this is all just wards against spirits. So he leads you into his hut. It's a bewildering clutter of pottery, animal skulls and bones, colored stones,
I love this place.
bundles of dried herbs.
Am I allowed inside?
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah, he invites you in.
alright.
Why would you not be allowed inside?
I don't know. Property.
Because of who he worships.
Or that.
That's true too.
But yeah, items hanging from the ceiling by twine or leather cords, but the place is relatively clean. There's a large fire pit providing heat. The animals can shelter in the sort of the forecourt of the house. Your llama's head's brushing the ceiling. And so Carthalo asks you to get the fire going again while he prepares some food.
So I'll work on that.
Victoria will help with the food.
He starts, getting out some of his trademark dried lizard meat.
Yum!
Oh man.
Rock
Like
lizards.
jerky.
I'm
Rock
guessing the
lizards
seasoning
are-
is a family secret.
Yeah. 12-piece, no, 20-piece bucket.
Lizard meat.
Yeah.
Lizard jerky.
But yeah, rock lizards are very common in this part of the country. And of course the gruel comes out. Local roots providing the base. So the storm intensifies outside and finally begins to unleash on the surrounding area.
Is it always like this?
What?
Is it always like this?
Oh no, this is a pretty bad one. So, I don't get many visitors. Why don't you tell me of your exploits abroad? A high llama rider. I haven't seen one in years.
She smiles largely.
Charming. And a warrior of the Storm Bull, I see. You must be right at home in this weather.
I'm sitting by the door, like
Yes.
more paying attention to the storm than that. What? Oh, yes. Yes.
It's lovely weather we're having.
Your god is celebrating tonight for some reason.
He has good reason to. Everything devoted and mighty for Storm Bull. We shall go on a raid and capture cattle. It will be great. He's blessing us.
You basically, you have your meal, settle in, and the storm passes with the night. The sky in the morning is still bleak, still spitting a light rain. A distant rumble hints at more storms to come.
Good.
And as you head off to follow the trail yet further into the Badlands, I think we'll leave it off there for this week.
Dang.
Oh, sorry. Oh.
Yep. So we'll pick it up again next week on the road to ruins.
Hooray.
Cool.
Ruins.
When do we deal with the check and market things per session or
After the adventure wraps up. Yes, you go into your downtime period there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yay!
I know.
Finally got
It's a
started.
good
If
start.
only we had another hour, but alas. But we'll make it nice and meaty next time.
Yeah.
We'll have more time.
Yeah.
Right.
And hopefully there will be no more critical failures on singing.
That was insane. That was really
Not one, but two.
not just 2 fumbles, but 2 0-0-0s.
Yes.
Also,
Yes.
both insane.
Yes. David, I guess this means we have to go home.